Gay. Another day, another classic.
Yep.
I'm Marlon.
I'm Norm.
I'm Duke.
And welcome back. Shout out to the YouTube subscribers. We had a banger last week, right?
Woo!
I know.
Man.
I know.
A lot of feedback.
A lot of feedback.
Honestly, people love when Mama Class shows up.
Yeah.
Mr. Mama
Shout out to old Bummer Ross Clark.
You're a clown.
My guy, man. How's y'all week?
It was good, man. It was real good. I went to go see a movie.
Bad Boys?
Yes.
I heard really good things,
Y'all liked it?
man.
Y'all liked it?
Yeah,
Did you watch it yet?
I haven't seen it yet.
I
I'm about
like
to
it.
see it
It
off
was really
off
good,
of
man.
what
Twice.
people have been saying.
What's
Just
that?
off what people have been saying, I'm about to go see it.
You have to.
Yeah.
And you know when every time they bring back they try to do like bring something and revive something back, it just seems forced. Like they should just left it alone.
Yeah.
This was probably the second time they brought something back, and I was like, nope, it was fitting. It was perfect.
Yeah.
Oh, you watched it?
I watched it. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
I watched it twice. I was scared though going into it because first, like
I
you
was
said,
terrified.
that point, and also Martin's health.
Martin's health.
I was seeing the
Well,
video.
he's actually said that he hasn't suffered a stroke and
That's what
he's
a person who had
perfectly
a stroke would
fine.
say.
No, really.
Yeah.
No.
He said it.
I think a person with a stroke would say they had a stroke.
just like this. Like it was.
I think he's just older.
I think that's what it is.
I
to be
think he's
honest.
just older. Plus, he had that nervous breakdown where he's running in the streets naked, screaming, "They're trying to kill me! They're trying to kill me!" That was very early in his career, and he's done movies and tons of stuff since then. But he's just getting old, man. We got it. I think we can't accept that.
It's not because he was so
it's like
physical with the
seeing
comedy, man,
it's like
you know?
seeing Jim Carrey not being able to move around anymore. That would be a shock to your system.
It would.
You know what I mean?
I mean, is he on medication or anything? Is he
No, he said he said he's perfectly fine when he's on Sway.
We know black
He was like,
people.
everybody keeps saying I had a stroke or whatever.
people.
I think he's getting old.
Yeah.
He's not in shape. So those
He's gotten in
things.
better shape though. Think about over the years, like he looks pretty slimmed down. Like,
Yeah,
his face
he's
is
trimmed
really just
down
the
a little
only
bit.
thing that's big.
Yeah, he trimmed down a little bit, but that's when he first came back into the public eye.
Facts.
Yeah.
Like Bad Boys 3. That
Yeah.
was when he first came
He
back
was
into the
puffier
public
back
eye.
then
Yeah.
than this one.
Yeah,
But
and
if
then he
you
did
watch
some
him-
tours after that shit too.
Ah,
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
true. That's true.
No, but if you watch him in the movie, you're just like, no, he's fine.
That's
Right?
exactly and that's the happiest thing because going into it, I'm like, his health's gonna be weird. They're gonna get a lot of stunt doubles.
Yeah.
He's not really gonna be doing a lot of things. No, he's active.
Yeah.
He's active. He's being funny.
Yeah.
He's moving around. I felt like I was back to being 8 years old watching
You know
Bad
what?
Boys 2.
You know what gave me
Yeah.
the confidence again was that masterclass of a press run. That press run was unbelievable.
Yeah, it was great, man.
Like they hit up
very true.
every single
Everyone.
ginormous publication, all
Yep.
the media publications we love. Some we didn't even know existed. Like
Yeah.
they were doing some great build up to the movie.
Yeah.
And instilled my confidence in not only them as a duo, but Martin.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
He did
just
his thing.
seeing Martin be Martin. I was like, okay.
But
Yeah.
also, this was a nice redemption point for Will because he's been he's
yeah.
been getting
Oh,
messed with for
yo.
so long, and I almost completely forgot all the back stuff that happened before this movie.
Yeah.
Like
know
the
what I
slap
like?
disappeared in my mind after
No,
I was like, yo, this movie slaps more than that.
I don't want to spoil it, but there's sprinkles of that shit. Like they
slap?
parallel. Yes, they parallel a lot of like. You know,
Chris Rock can't watch this. He laughed. Chris Rock gonna be like a fucking veteran on May 24th.
That's right, again. Like I'm telling you, man. There's a lot of they sprinkle a lot of real life into that. There's even the whole scene of remember Martin, like you mentioned, running in the street saying they're trying to kill me. They're trying to kill me. In that movie, he's kind of running around in the street, and that made me feel And there's another part too where I don't want to spoil.
Yeah,
it, but,
don't tell me nothing. Don't
But
say
when you watch
part.
it, you'll know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about
yeah.
because it's like this is eerie.
They've infused real life into the actual movie,
Yeah.
which is, I
Yeah.
mean,
It's eerie.
when
You know what I'm
you are
talking about.
that popular and that famous and revered, I feel like it's a cheat code. Like that's like you can do that. You can't get away with that with somebody who's like on the come up, like a Zendaya. They couldn't get those kind of jokes off, like a Tom Holland joke. Like it wouldn't work.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
with
yeah.
legacy artists like that, like you could do that.
It was more so just like a spooky thing, like, ooh, I didn't like that. But
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
understand it more when you see it.
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, good overall.
Bad
good
Boys
week.
3 is the worst one.
for sure.
in
Yeah,
the franchise.
I would say that for sure.
That's why a lot of it was, I was like,
Yeah.
do we
yeah.
need another one? Where's this going? I hated the twist ending at the last one. It was like, so just felt so cheap
was it
and
again?
obvious.
His
It's like
son?
the guy was a son. And,
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
However,
Don't do it. Don't do it. Just don't say
Yeah.
nothing. Don't say nothing.
you gonna just know that
Yeah, yeah. It was good.
everything from 1 to 4 ties together.
in.
So you're just like,
which is what they had to do.
yeah, because
Bro,
it justifies everything else after.
Yeah,
You're like, you know
yeah.
what? Okay, fine. You know
And
what?
even the shots, like the angles we were doing were so
Very
nostalgic.
Bad
and, like,
Boys?
yes, and very like.
Did they do the spin? Did they do the 360?
Let's go. They did like the same like Reggie type angle and stuff. Like
We
it was
just do it for fun.
Ah man, it was a great.
Yo,
movie,
Bad
man.
But they
Boys 2
also- they
was
also
so
do-
fire.
They also have it though, like when they're doing the spin around 360, but they're all like old. And
Oh,
like,
yeah.
So they do it, but it's like
That's
in
so
today's
good. That's
time.
so
It was
dope.
really good, man.
We did that in France.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
did.
yeah.
Who's that's
That
Norm's
was,
idea,
England.
right?
It was
We're in Piccadilly.
Yeah, Piccadilly.
France, in London. We did that in France with the bed bugs.
We did it in Europe. Yeah. No, it was. I did that once with Keith for some promo for him. And I was like, oh, this is so easy to do. You just keep on. I
Yeah.
kind of want to do this everywhere with anybody. I have a chance to do it.
Yeah. No, it's fire.
Yo, with the music playing. I was dying. Oh man.
But really good movie. Go
Yeah.
watch it.
Yes.
Watch it twice.
Yes.
And you know what? It sucks. It actually sucks.
nice.
I don't want to raise.
It's too late to downplay it, brother.
Because you know when you say something so good, and they watch it, they're like, it was
Yeah,
alright.
it's
yeah,
alright.
that's a good point. Now.
So it sucks.
Listen,
Lower
if
your
it's
expectations.
amazing, it'll blow us away regardless. So,
Yeah.
the rain really fucked up my weekend, man.
Why
I
so?
wanted to go do West Fest.
Wait, DuWest Fest got rained out?
No, people were still
Yeah,
there.
people were still there.
People were still there, but I'm not gonna be standing outside in the rain waiting
rain,
for the
yeah.
moments that it stops, like
Yeah.
the 15-minute little
only-
intervals that it stopped.
The only thing I saw was homegirl dancing.
That
with
old
the
lady?
oranges. Dancing with the oranges
Yeah.
to some
Nobody
drill,
sees
UK
her son
drill.
in that video, and I'm like, how are you guys not seeing the sun?
Who's her son?
There's a guy standing there with a
seen
little
this- yeah,
puppy,
yeah.
and
I
he's
saw.
just dying of laughter.
Yeah, he was so happy.
while everyone's going. He's just
Yeah.
looking around at everyone like just dying. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
that's awesome. That's awesome.
It's so dope.
That's so wild. She want to suck on a lick dick. And like,
Hey! You know what it was? It's because she lifted her hands up at the perfect time and did the spin. And everyone is, you see people in the back like, oh shit, she knows this part. I was dying. Yeah,
I was
no.
trying to look at both of your feeds to see if you guys were walking on DuWest because that was the one thing that was like, why the fuck am I in Winnipeg right now for DuWest Fest?
Best festival, best street
Best
festival,
street
easily.
festival since
For those guys not from Toronto,
Yeah.
DuWest Fest happens on this one street. They lock off a couple blocks.
Dundas
and-
Street West.
Yeah, Dundas Street West, and then a bunch of the businesses there just have DJs out in the front that are just
vibing out.
having a party. There's like 14 parties on the one street,
Yeah.
honestly. And then
every-
there's food vendors,
Right,
little
right.
trinkets and stuff you can
Yeah.
buy. You can go into shops on Dundas.
But the difference between this street festival and all the other ones, all the other ones have a set theme, like
Yeah.
salsa on St. Clair,
Spanish.
taste of Little Italy,
Italy.
the taste of the Danforth, which is mainly
Greek.
Greek food and whatnot.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden you have DuWest Fest, which is just like, it's a street that we're gonna party on. That's it. We're just gonna party, drink, get
Vibes.
drunk.
Those other ones have been getting weaker and weaker, though.
Oh, damn.
Salsa on
weaker
St. Clair is the
American.
only one that I rate.
Stays consistent.
been.
It's consistent. the
Si-
same.
consistent, same vendors, same spots.
Really?
Everything is
all
the
the-
same always.
And that's where you want to go if you want to taste a Latin,
yeah,
you know,
yeah.
that Latin flavor.
or,
something
or
else.
if you want to hear some dance hall,
If you
because for
wanna
some
taste a
reason,
Latina.
because Spanish is our second language in Jamaica.
Yeah.
And so
What?
there's,
I didn't know that.
that's the second language.
Say a word.
Yeah, so it's like how
Spanish
French is the
tone.
second language here. So then now you'll have like these two same restaurants that are bumping dance hall right near the McDonald's.
Yeah. Right on.
And it's
down.
always a dance hall party just right there.
Yeah.
It's so fire.
Well, it's also because it's just down the street from Eglinton West, little
Yeah.
Jamaica. It's just
Yeah,
right there.
yeah.
Oakwood's right there. You just come down.
And because Jamaicans are just ignorant. They see a day where they can party. It's on my
Yeah.
street. I got speakers. I know people.
You
would
think I
do
can
the
play
same
out some
thing.
sound? I can bring the speakers.
I
Boom,
can
let's
play
go.
this outside the store today? All right,
Yeah.
bet.
A real sound clash because everybody's really trying to steal
yeah.
sound
Facts.
space. Bro.
Facts.
But DuWest looks
That used
so
to be where you get the
ill, bro.
baddies. Back in my
So I've
my
heard,
day.
So I've heard. I never really went to this
Back
thing.
in my day.
Till that cross.
The baddies came out in salsa. That's sundress on St. Clair. That's what I call it.
Ah.
That's what I used to call it.
I
Sundress on
used to go,
St.
no, I
Clair.
don't
That shit.
step in. Yeah.
Hey, yo, you know what it is? Boys, while in
Listen
New
to
York.
Matt over there.
I
Horny ass.
learned. Listen,
Freaky ass nigga.
camera.
He a fan. He a fan.
you a fanboy. No, but
He's out
what
there
you
with
need
the
to do
DSLR.
is learn salsa, bro. Learn
Really?
salsa and
Bachata.
bachata. Because when I was
Fuck the salsa.
dog,
Salsa is too generic.
No,
The
salsa's good. Bachata's good. But to be able to lead and throw a girl around and have her spinning, bro. When I was in New York, I was in Queens, and then just recently, and this girl was just watching me just kind of do my thing by myself, and she's like, "You're supposed to be doing that with a woman." And I was like, show me."
She got me.
Right? I was like, all right. She's like, "You got it, Papi, you got it." I'm like, "Come on, don't gas me up." She's like, "I don't know how to spin though." She's like, "Oh, we gonna do it, baby. Okay, Papi. 1, 2, 3." I was like, I'm doing it. We're doing it. I'm like,
And she took you to Dykeman and robbed you.
It was
No,
Cardi
and then
B.
she's like, I live in the Bronx. If you want to need a place safe for the night, I was like, I'm okay.
You gotta ask her what the lobby's like. Is it one of those lobbies with the niggas downstairs or
Lobby. I have a lobby. Yeah, get
nice?
out of here. Get out of here.
No, that's when you go in. That's when you go. When
With
you
no
got a
lobby?
lobby, problems.
Really?
Yeah.
In the Bronx,
A building with no
lobby?
lobbies?
Building with me, just building with no lobby is muy bueno.
Really?
Yeah,
I would not go.
That's the pissiest elevator,
That's what I'm
man.
saying. No
Pissiest
doorman or
stairs.
something.
Pissiest
Nah.
stairs.
but great
everything.
pussy in there, man. God, that's where the
Nah.
pussy's locked up. More oppression in that pussy. I'm telling you, man.
I was gonna say, do you wear protection or do you not in a place
Listen.
that's not protected?
At that point, you're
She
risking your life,
knows
bro.
she got to compensate for the smells and lack of luxury.
Hey, hold on. There's something to that.
Hold on now.
Allegedly, there's something to that.
Hold on now. She got to make it
good logic.
memorable somehow.
Listen, there's gold in the
This
trash,
beaded
too.
curtain ain't doing
You know
it.
what? That's
Listen,
like
I've
that's
had some
like
good in the
that's like
trash.
a dude that's fucking for rent.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like you
Well,
gotta lay it down, or otherwise you ain't getting
Women
paid.
be fucking for rent.
Hell yeah, they're fucking for more.
Shit.
Damn. All right.
They got niggas in their phone that's food.
Ooh, a fear.
A fear?
A fear.
That you've been
When I
saved
was
as
younger.
food?
Yeah, when I was younger. But I was like, nigga,
I've
no.
always given off broke, so that's never been a fear. Yeah. I made
okay.
sure I put that out into the world
Yeah,
for
no.
women to observe.
Standing atop Broke Dick Mountain over here.
Broke Dick Mountain. It me. The worst is when they said, "Oh, broke niggas give the best dick." I was like, I ain't never making money. I was like, I'm gonna stay in poverty for life.
I'm so poor and single right now.
Yo, I believe I've been so broke at times that there were women who were like, who wanted to date me, or they're just like, nah. Really? I ain't put myself through this.
I mean, the dick good and all. We'll leave him there for that.
Yeah, we'll leave
You're
him
like,
there for
you know
now.
what?
The dick, all right. We hang out. We
play
talk.
that role. Oh man.
That's funny as hell, man.
What's the deepest situationship you guys have ever been in?
Like time wise,
Anything wise.
I guess 3 years, but even then, I dated her, so it doesn't really count. Like, after the 3 years,
So
she's
it
like, she
turned
got me.
into from a situationship into
She
a
sat me down.
relationship.
She was
Oh,
like, yeah, she was
Oh,
like,
no.
So would you get mad if I was talking to someone? I was like,
that Jamie Foxx meme.
what the fuck? How dare you, bitch? How dare you, stupid bitch? And I was hot. I'm like, whoa. But what's fucked up about me is I literally had an appointment scheduled the next day. Right? But it's like the way it hurt my chest.
The way yeah, it's a man thing.
Not you.
You're a man.
Not you.
You're a man. You're contradictory.
Exactly.
This is what we
So,
are.
You know, it's like, she got me.
We're hypocrites.
Yeah. So
Yo.
that day is like, the relationship started. And, But it was bittersweet, because you're like, bitch.
So you was in a situationship, but she
Yeah.
threw you into it. You thought it was a thing first until
Yeah,
she made it
nah.
a situationship.
I was flying by for a while. 3
Yeah.
years is some time.
Yeah.
And so like when she really sat me down, I'm like, I have no choice but to admit it. And plus it was like, we're getting closer and things too, and damn. As men, it's like, all right, I kind of like this girl. So like, fuck it. But yeah,
You're
I
a
guess
clown.
2 years.
We got him.
No, you're
She got me for real though.
bro.
Oh, that's hilarious, though.
Yo, I just assume my eaters got other niggas, man.
No, but that's
Always.
maturity though.
That's not even maturity. I accepted that when I was immature.
Really?
Yeah, bro.
That's just common
You're
sense.
better than
Bro,
No, it's not common.
Why would I
common
be the
sense-
only person?
Because
common
This is why niggas get got.
It's
This is
uncommon
why.
common sense to just know that, yo, man, if I could do it, another person could do
Absolutely.
it.
And why
Simple
wouldn't
as that.
she?
No.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't she? You gotta
not
think of
really
it
that
this
guy,
way,
bro.
because I don't think even men realize like an 8 out here, an 8 is getting 20 DMs a week. An 8, brother, you're not special.
Right.
You're not special.
I mean, you're special. In the
If you're
sense of,
talking
like,
and if you're talking to 10s, my God, brother.
oh yeah, I don't.
You're
want that headache.
competing with celebrities that you don't know. You're competing with influencers that you don't know.
Oh, yeah, that's
artists you don't know. You're
Nigga.
competing with promoters.
Her whole phone's lit up. I'm like,
You,
all right.
you
I don't
are
want that
competing,
headache.
brother. You're
I'm
competing
good.
with a work hubby. You don't work there.
No.
No.
None of my bitches have jobs.
She had this job for 2 years when you met her.
I'm trying to deep it now. Like,
She had that job for 2 years when you met her. You thought she was just chilling at work?
can't like no. A nigga's tickling my girl at work.
Oh,
I'm putting that nigga in the headlock.
he's making the sounds. Gucci,
Gucci, nigga. I'm going to headlock. She's like, stop.
That nigga.
You know
that
those
nigga.
joints where we're at the cubicle and it's like, hey, stranger.
I am shooting up that
You going for
place.
lunch today? What are you having?
That nigga bought her lunch voluntarily, her favorite thing.
Her favorite.
Her
thing.
favorite thing. He remembered her Starbucks order.
He's
My
like,
nigga, you are finished.
He's like, you don't have to ask. I already know.
That nigga
Over
and
for
you know
you.
how Starbucks
Over.
orders be like real Italian names and shit. That nigga memorized that.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And you know they're trauma bonding over people that they hate at work.
Oh, that's a fact.
Oh
Don't you
my
fucking hate when so and so does it? And
Oh
you're like, I
my
They
know.
God.
both
I
hate Cindy.
You just
They
get me
both
fucked.
hate Cindy at the same level. You will never hate Cindy because you don't know the bitch.
You know, she comes home, she's like, Cindy, like, babe, I don't want to hear it. That's your thing. And you're like,
See?
you know what? I'm gonna talk to
Derek doesn't mind when we talk
tomorrow.
about Cindy.
Fuck Derek, nigga.
Why is it always Derek? with me?
I'm getting her fired.
Somebody
bro.
named Derek really hurt me because I've been saying Derek a lot.
both said Derek at the same time. That's the funniest thing.
That's hilarious.
Yo, who's that nigga Derek, bro?
God damn it, Derek. You know
Yo.
what it is? Because you can't have Derek without the word dick in it.
Facts. Facts.
That's facts, man.
Especially if you got like cerebral palsy or something. My bad. I'm sorry.
How the fuck did you get to that connection, bro?
My fault. My fault. I've been watching a lot of Grays. Oh, shit. My fault. My fault.
No, honestly, situationships, like, whenever I get into one, and I haven't been in many, but I'm already like, it's what it is. It's what it is. It is what it's gonna be until someone catches feelings or someone says, "All right, this needs to switch up." And until that moment comes, I'm like, I just let it be whatever it is.
Yeah, live in the gray.
Because I'm like, I'm not. Yeah, live in the gray.
I'm Gucci in the gray.
Yo,
Yeah,
gray
yo,
is
I'm
beautiful.
gray man, nigga.
Gucci.
Like, shades of gray shit. That's me. You can't see me.
I'm gray, man.
You can't be
You
doing your
are
Diddy
gray,
dance style
man.
like that. Come on. You're right. You're right. Every time you do this, you're like, oh, Diddy.
Did he dance with the gray man?
This
That's
guy's-
crazy.
You're Greymond from Digimon. Metal Greymond. That's who you are. That's who you are, nigga. Metal Greymond.
Greymond Green over here.
Greymond Green.
That's hilarious.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, no. I love me a gray area because I'm not the one confused. I know where we
Because
are.
it is whatever.
I know where we are, and I'm happy because I let it here on purpose.
Yeah.
Jeez, this guy's a wizard.
I
eh?
want it to be gray.
Yeah.
Actually, no. What is it gray if you let it be known off top you don't want a relationship? Because I'm super straightforward, like almost too straightforward.
I call
On
that
paper.
Yeah, because you did your job and tell them what it is.
Yeah.
Knowing that things could eventually change over time, you set yourself up perfectly.
Exactly.
It's not. It's
Because
only
it's on
gray
me to
area.
decide
Yeah.
if it goes differently now.
Yeah, it's only gray
yeah, yeah.
area if nothing was discussed.
Yeah.
And,
that's true.
and any boundaries weren't set. If
Oh,
it's
no,
just been
that's
like
not me at all.
two people kind of like flirting and kind of just playing around.
Unless
to see,
Marlon caught
you know?
feelings.
That's not me at all, unless I catch feelings. Then
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
different.
Yeah.
But I usually know right away.
Really?
Yeah,
That's actually- that's a fact.
every girlfriend
That's
I've
actually
had, I knew right away I wanted to make her my girl.
That's one of-
I didn't want to make her my fuck ting, my
Yeah.
call up or you up text or none of
And
that.
that's
I knew
something-
every girl that I dated. I'm like, oh yeah,
Yeah. Same.
there's okay.
But we should never tell women that.
Oh no, you can't tell them that.
late.
Our feelings.
No, I think
Terribly.
like even that information now they know it's like, oh, he knows from day one.
But
Oh
here's the
yeah,
thing.
no, but I think a lot of women have heard that rhetoric before.
Yeah.
Like most guys kind of have that general feeling.
Yeah.
But when you date a ting, or when you start dating a ting, are you guys looking at it from for the long run, or is it
Marriage.
just like we'll see where it goes? So it's automatically, hey,
I date to marry.
I'll only date you if I'll marry you.
Yes.
I am the exact same way.
I don't know what this experimenting like. This is good for the short term. Let's see where it goes. I can't. Let's see where it goes. What's the point? I'm wasting my time.
Yeah.
It's like for me, I'm one of those people who don't drink if I'm not getting drunk.
Yes.
That's funny.
Like, why am I just drinking to chill out?
Yeah.
Just putting alcohol, like,
But sometimes
dirty, stinking alcohol in my
sometimes you
system.
wanna- you want to drink for a little
Facts.
buzz.
Fucking.
I think sometimes you want to drink for a little buzz, right? That's not
Well,
necessarily
you're still
marriage.
drinking to get
Yeah,
drunk.
but that's the gray
little
area.
buzz.
Little
Yeah.
buzz.
That's the gray area, though.
Little buzz is like fiance. You know what I mean? Like, drunk is like marriage.
No.
I'm in it for the fiance.
Little buzz, if I'm going for a little buzz,
Yeah.
then I know I'm not getting drunk. Like, I've set a hard boundary.
okay.
I'm not 19-year-old. I love this analogy. I'm not 19 anymore where I was like, oh, I'm going for a little buzz, then I end up drunk.
That's bars.
Hold on now.
That's bars.
I might have did something.
Hey, man. At the end of the day got in.
End of the day, the day got in. Come on now. Oh man.
And in
Somebody likes some
that
incense.
order, we will move on to Meg,
Oh, yeah. Oh,
who's
man.
on tour with Glorilla. Shout out to Glorilla.
Yeah.
Tour's looking great.
Yeah,
Tour's
man.
looking amazing. Cheeks
Glo's
are flying.
killing it. Oof.
Yeah.
Cheeks
Man.
are flying.
Yeah.
I mean,
Let's be very
Glo
real.
got
The
a new
cheeks
ass,
are
right?
cheeking, huh?
Like, she got new titties. I don't know if she got new ass.
She got new titties. She don't got new ass.
Okay.
She always said she had the fattest ass.
Oh, yeah, she did. Shout out Glo.
So she wasn't lying.
Yeah, she
Lil
was-
Woody got
yeah.
some power.
now, but it's a
Lil
small.
Woody.
It's not. It's little, but it ain't.
It's talawa. That's what we say in Jamaica. Little but with talawa, which means like, yeah, you're small but you're strong.
Mighty.
You're
She,
mighty.
it's
small and
not.
mighty.
It's not. What's homegirl Benzino's daughter's name?
Coily Ray? No.
Coily
We not gonna do
Ray's
that.
like-
No.
She
Coily Ray
still
got that
Coily has
thing
like-
on her too.
Little cheeks, yeah.
Yeah, she got little cheeks, but they're like good cheeks. They're good little
Yeah,
cheeks.
it's
You
like,
know.
oh, salute. Like, you see them, hey.
I've had sex with enough women to know when skinny cheeks are cheeking for real.
Yeah.
And I could be like, oh, I didn't
remember-
expect that.
I remember when I stopped being childish and be like, oh, skinny girls. Ew. No.
Bruh.
And also, they take dick too well. We know this.
It's a little scary.
I don't
I
like
can
it.
see it in your style. Like, I can see it.
hurts my ego a little bit, you know what I mean? But back
Why
to-
aren't you?
Yeah, it's like, nigga, pretend
To
or
me, it's
something.
the flexibility of a skinny girl that I'm just like, oh, this is crazy.
I like that with long
Your
legs.
knees can touch your head.
Yeah.
I like that with long legs.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
they're
yeah.
tall,
Yep.
flexible, my lord, this is
Yeah.
about to look incredible.
Or even like medium height with just long ass legs. It's fire too.
Yeah, short
That's cheeky.
torsos.
Yeah,
Short torsos got the
Look like a
wins,
Bratz
though.
doll. Yeah.
Best
Ooh.
arch too is short torsos. Longer
Bro.
that torso be, it just
Yeah,
gets
long
a little,
torsos. Like, are you a skateboard?
It gets a little sticky.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't fuck with
Unless
them.
you got that indent in the back, you know that indent down the
I know
spine.
exactly what you're talking about, fam. That
Deadly.
underrated spot.
I think that's one of my turn-ons that are like
Unsexual.
yeah,
Yeah,
non-sexual.
In like a dimly
A
lit room,
great
you see
back.
the arch. You're like, okay,
a great back.
okay, good back,
A good back.
good back.
Come on, man. We gotta show some love to the long torso bitches out
Yeah,
there. Come on,
Yeah.
now.
Whoa, why they gotta be bitches? Whoa.
Looking like deodorant and shit.
Hey, man. I'm talking about them hot dogs. You know them dogs?
When he said long torso bitches, why did I picture those little aliens from Men in Black?
Yeah, that's facts.
No, I picture them little hot dogs with the little wiener dogs that are super long.
That's facts.
That's peace.
You know, really, you know, long belly dancers that just look like snakes
Bricked
coming
up.
out.
Bricked up belly dancers. The BBDs.
But yeah, no, Meg.
Meg just Meg.
Yeah, back to Meg.
Meg, yeah.
She's
Meg
she's
has
on
been
tour.
killing it on the tour. She's been killing it with the singles. She killed Nicki Minaj in a diss battle. And her videos have been doing really well. She's having a great year.
Yeah, man.
And so of course, you know, someone had to try and ruin that.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
And I know she's laughing now that Tori's wife left him.
Oh,
Oh,
She's
Like,
laughing.
yeah.
that must have been a little,
She's like,
you know, a little
probably
thing
like-
for her today.
yeah.
That's a
One
little
of
pick me
those?
up today.
It
Yeah.
is. It is.
There was a video that dropped of Meg allegedly taking penis.
Yeah.
It was sex, like little missionary position.
it's like, wait, pull it up real quick.
No. But
Send me the link.
I want no parts.
the video was it was odd. It was like 10 seconds long. It was very
About 18,
odd.
Keep going.
18
What'd you just
seconds?
say?
About 18 seconds. But go on. I didn't memorize that.
We got him.
What did you mean by
Matt
that?
told me that. That's what I'm saying. Matt told me.
Matt told me it was 3 hours.
No, he said he was watching it for 3 hours. Not that it was. It was on loop for 3 hours. That's what he was trying to say.
But yeah, I looked at it and immediately was like, this is fake. I didn't believe it, but I'm like, I know people.
Yeah.
People definitely gonna think it's real.
Of course.
And then there's the Tory apologists that are just gonna pretend it's real, even if it's not.
Yeah.
Try to trick their mind and just be like, this is real, just so they can discredit her and degrade her.
So embarrassing.
Which, by the way, sex tapes are not degrading.
That's what I was gonna say.
The
Why doesn't
releasing and
she use it?
exposing of them are degrading
Yeah.
because obviously you don't want strangers looking at you. But I mean, in terms of how people react to sex tapes as if a sin was committed or actual crime or something is super wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know who this person is on the other end. It could be her man. It could be party.
Yeah.
It could be anybody.
That's true. Yeah.
And you don't know who this person is to her. So how is she now a hoe? Because she recorded herself having sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody with a phone has recorded themselves.
I wouldn't say
having sex.
everybody, but
Everyone
a lot
with
of
a
people.
phone that had sex has recorded themselves having sex. Once.
Everyone that thinks they're sexy, especially.
Yes.
Yeah.
Everyone that thinks they're sexy has done it at some point. At least taking a nude. You know what I mean?
for
Like
sure.
any of those things fall under the same category to me.
That's facts. Yeah.
So I saw it and I was just like, I mean, what's the point of this? Like, why make this deep fake? And I thought of all the wins that she's had lately, and I'm just like, okay, I can kind of see where it was be like, she's winning too much. Let's take her down somehow. It didn't work. It actually did the reverse.
Yeah.
You get people feeling really bad for her
Yep.
and paying attention to her more to see what the next thing is. And the next thing was a video of her at her concert crying.
Oh shit! I didn't see that.
Yeah, the same night. She had a show that same night, and she's on stage, and she's about to perform Cobra, which is a song about a lot of the hardships she's had to face.
Yeah.
And she starts crying, like, and tries to stop and get into the song, and
Oh man.
Can't. yeah. So it was like, and I've seen people obviously go to, good play.
Oh fuck.
And I'm
off,
like, you
man.
guys are
Like,
fucking
that's
unhinged, bro.
disgusting. That's a human, bro.
Lack of humanity is like
Yeah,
a real
like-
thing on the internet.
No,
like,
no.
I see it from people who, in other situations, that's the craziest part, is you see a lack of humanity in people who, in other situations, are very human. Like, you never expect
I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
you to have that take.
Yeah. It's like,
Like,
guys, come on. Are you serious? This is a human. And the other side deserves to die. Eat shit. Go die. Whoa.
and it's all about our triggers, I feel like.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
it
feel
is.
like it's directly linked to our triggers. I can tell when someone has experienced something fucked up or somebody in their life has experienced something fucked up.
Yeah.
Because the visceral knee-jerk reaction
Yeah, it's different, man.
to not look at nuance at all,
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, you are a victim.
Yeah.
And I get it. I'm not going to judge you because obviously where this is coming from is you're still a hurt
it's a real
place. There's a
place.
hole
Yeah.
that's there that hasn't been filled, right?
Well, wrong words, but yeah.
Well, in this situation, yeah, definitely wrong words. Yeah. But we've spoken about this tons of times before, right? Like the deepfake situation. Like we spoke about this when it was just me and you.
Yeah.
That's how far back.
Oh wow.
Yeah, bro.
Deepfake's been deepfaking.
We saw a video of Jim Carrey on a late night show, and it wasn't Jim Carrey. It was a girl that they put Jim Carrey's face on,
Yeah.
and his voice and everything. And it was seamless. And we went and talked about it on the pod. And we're like, this is the end of the world.
As we know it.
This is the
Nothing
end of
is
the
real.
world. This is before the AI stuff started
Yeah.
coming out. But it's like, yeah, we're in scary time. Like, you got to think of this from from a very, like a way more deeper scale. Like, imagine this happening with the government. Imagine this happening with Palestine.
Yeah.
Bro.
Imagine this happening in Congo, Sudan. Like, things can get skewed, and people do not, like we said, with the triggers, people aren't looking into anything.
Yeah.
They're just going with it.
Yeah.
There was that actually happened in real life. I forget exactly what country it was, but I remember Mission Impossible. I think the newest one recreated that. That scene where they were underwater and they're getting like a missile sent to them, and it was
Yeah.
a ghosting, right?
Yeah.
Like they wait, like no, let's just wait a few seconds, and it disappeared. and like, yo, we thought it was real. They were all stressing, but that speaks to that point,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, if we are getting some information, like, oh no, a deep fake comes out and saying we're now declaring war against this country. If they believe that, the nukes are already in the air.
Bro,
Game
it's
done.
over. It's over.
Like,
Over
and how
a
do you
deep fake.
verify that information? Like,
Yeah,
what
no, it's-
safeguards are in place to verify this information?
We need the aliens.
What facts? Because we need some sort of AI. Like, we can't rely on people to tell us it's AI.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a thing now on Instagram where when you post,
Yeah.
there's a option for you to mark it as an AI thing that you're posting. But how many people are really gonna do that
Yeah,
if
you're
your
relying on
point
people to
of
be
the AI
honest.
is to make people believe it's real?
Exactly.
But then even like the AI checkers, to me are like
The bias.
the fact checkers on Instagram or online. Like, okay, all these fact checkers are saying, oh, these things were wrong about COVID, but then now Fauci's coming out saying, okay, this
You
was
see?
wrong. I'm like, so
Yeah.
who was saying that this was right then? If back then you guys were saying it was right, and now it's debunked.
Yeah, that
Things
whole
are
thing was
only
a
the
mess.
truth until another truth comes out.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically
the things
for
we
now.
didn't know, the things we knew then we didn't know now.
Bro, it's like
Yeah.
seeing
That's
a
the excuse?
old toothbrush commercial in 2021 or 2002 even, like,
2006,
where
yeah.
they're just like, oh yeah, this is gonna
Fluoride.
do this and
Yeah.
this, and you won't, like, basically making it seem you won't need another type of toothbrush ever again.
Yeah.
And then
That's
more
not
and more
true.
information comes out. When I was a kid, you know how long they told you have to brush your teeth?
How long?
7 minutes.
That's insane.
7 minutes
Bloody gums.
to get
everywhere.
a real good, healthy mouth.
Yeah.
You got to brush your teeth for 7 minutes. You know how long they say now?
2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Yeah.
ABC's twice.
It's
2
2 minutes.
minutes.
Yeah, it's 30-second each quadrant.
How do you lose? How do you
2.5.
How are you
Your time.
off by 5 entire minutes?
Yeah, it's insane.
Well, let's remember the like the medical industry, the dentist industry
That's a hard one.
Word.
wants you to come back.
Facts.
They want you to come back sooner. And the more you're receding your gums,
What's it called?
the more you're doing all this shit.
Sunken cost fallacy.
Yes.
That's where it came from, the light bulb. So when they invented the light bulb, there was and you could still go to it now. It's actually, I think it's in Ontario. There's a town where this light bulb it didn't turn off.
Yeah.
It hasn't turned off. And
They're like, we
they're
can't
like,
do
oh, well,
this.
we can't sustain a business if the lights don't turn off. No one's gonna buy a light bulb ever again. And so they started making light bulbs that would eventually run out. And that model got taken up over time by
By so
adopted
many
by
things.
look at iPhones.
Batteries. The battery
Batteries,
industry
yep.
alone. Like and the fact that they know how much batteries will fuck up the environment, yet
Yep.
they'll still make
They still
more
will do
just
it.
for the sake of business.
Until it's too late.
Until it's too late.
When they say, oh, you can't do that anymore, then all of a sudden it's gonna be trying to repeal it back and heal the earth, and it's gonna be like too far gone by then.
Yeah.
Energy, water, all these natural resources should be free. But the moment commerce and business came into the world,
Capitalism is the root of
all that
evil,
shit.
man. Not money. Capitalism is the root of evil.
Yeah.
for sure.
I really do believe that.
Money is just the currency,
The conduit.
the devil's currency.
The devil's currency, the devil's lettuce. But yeah, no, this deep fake stuff is concerning,
Yeah,
to say the least.
out of control.
Meg,
I mean,
Meg-
funny thing is, she didn't look like she was faking it. That's the funny thing.
She looked like she was not enjoying what was going on.
Like,
oh my god,
she looked
yeah.
very annoyed.
Oh my God.
I don't know why that guy kept
If a woman
going.
ever looked like that while I was having sex,
I'm faking a heart attack. I'm out. I'm done.
that actually happened to me once.
You faked a heart attack?
No. A girl like was just not engaged.
No.
Yeah,
I would never
happened
say
to me
that.
once.
Salute your bravery.
just
Yeah, no.
once.
Happy Pride.
No, literally just once. I got really angry.
wait. Time out. Clean that up. What do you mean you got angry, man?
I got angry.
Like you said.
I was like, why
"Stop
are we doing this if you got something on your mind? Like,
Oh, okay.
it was one of those where
Yeah,
she
yeah.
had like things on her mind,
Ah, okay.
and I'm just like, this is like we're both wasting our time. If we
was
just
on her phone?
talk. No, we ended up talking. She started crying and just a whole
Oh,
thing with her family. I'm just like, what? Like,
Were you
you don't,
close
we
with
don't
her?
have to have sex.
Were you
if
close
you
with her?
this, huh?
Were you close with her?
I mean, we're fuck buddies, so it's like
Okay,
as
okay,
close as
okay.
that could be.
Okay.
If that makes
Yeah, yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it does.
So it's not like she's like just telling me her problems all the time or anything like that.
The worst.
But oh, Mamma Mia, you ain't wrong. No, but it was just like why are we doing this? I feel you're making me feel
Like I'm doing
nasty.
something wrong. Exactly.
You know what I
feel
mean? Like, so, and I didn't know if there was anything wrong at the time. So I
Yeah.
just started getting angry. I was just like, I'm not doing this. And I stopped.
Yeah.
And then she started talking about, oh, okay. And she started crying and it was a whole thing. And it's just like, okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to,
crying
like,
while you're fucking.
like, don't, if I text you, you don't have to come
Yeah,
over.
you know what's even weirder? Now it's like you're seen as a amazing human, but it's like that's the it should be the standard, right? 'Cause
Yeah.
when you do things like that, they're like, oh my god, you can.
No,
deal with me
because
like
you
I'm a
got
human.
that just speaks to how much fucking weird men are
Yes.
out here, bro.
There's niggas that will continue piping.
Dog,
and be like,
niggas
oh,
will
she weird
just
today.
keep going, and I'm just
On.
like, yo, that is psychotic.
Yeah, you don't feel weird about
That
this?
is serial
Yeah.
killer energy, man.
is.
Those are the
You
guys that
fuck
are
a dead
responding to
body.
themselves in the DMs. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
bro.
Hollering at
Yeah,
a chick
yeah.
like, hey,
That
you know,
is so
for
nasty.
2 years straight.
That is so nasty.
Yeah.
So it's like, for me, there needs to be an even exchange of energy,
100%, man.
if that makes sense.
Yeah,
Otherwise, it's like, why are we?
exactly.
What are we
Like,
doing?
The noises and moans are like confirmations. Like, okay, you cool? We're good.
Even I don't even need the noises and moans because not every girl moans or make noises.
We got
Some
them.
girls are literally like, some girls will open their mouth. You know, people who laugh and nothing comes out, but they're laughing like they're dying.
So like
It's
deaf
like
people. Oh,
some women moan
I
like
thought it
that.
was like the deaf. Wait.
Some women have sex like that, where it's like their mouth is open and then not a sound comes out. Some women are enjoying themselves and don't say a word.
It was like definitely.
And then
past
the's
life.
some that sound terrible, and it's just like,
Yo,
I wish
my
you,
God.
I wish
Oh,
you didn't
yo,
make
the
it.
annoying noises.
There's this one girl, what was it? It's like 08.
Jeez,
She-
he remembers the year.
Yeah, it was traumatic, bro. We were having sex for the first time, and she just kept asking me questions. And like I'm
Oh.
used to that, like the little dirty talk, whatever.
Yeah.
But the questions I'm used to are rhetorical.
Yeah.
She would
asking real
ask
questions.
until
You
like
answer.
I would answer.
Oh nah, bro.
You like that?
Do you like that?
Do you like it?
Yeah, and like there would
can
be
you please
frustration
respond?
by like the third or fourth question. I'm just like, oh, I didn't know it was one of those.
Yeah. Why are we talking?
Why are we having
Like,
why
what's
are we
going
doing
on?
a pop quiz?
Exactly.
While I'm popping the quiz. This is crazy.
Yeah.
It made no sense.
I
man.
mean, laughing and having conversational laughter during sex is actually
Oh,
pretty
laughing
healthy.
during sex is very fun.
But then when it becomes,
laughing during sex.
That's-
you've never
yeah,
had
that's a
a
vibe.
laugh during sex.
That's a
The
vibe, man.
best.
Yeah, that's a vibe. Like, that's crazy.
That's
Mad in
mad
there telling
fucking-
knock jokes. This nigga.
you just giggling and shit.
I've had, but something funny happened.
Yeah.
Which it was like it's one of those, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
Or it's okay. So
Because I'm
there's
like, what?
A little fart.
Fucking, she's just like
A little poo.
So-
I'm gassy. Get out.
I had a
Oh yeah,
I know this-
girl accidentally farting. Definitely.
oh, that one's funny for sure.
She would never disrespect me like that.
I know
bro.
this. So I know a dude that. So a thing I used to fuck. I know a dude that she fucked before, and we spoke on it. And she's like, "Oh yeah, he got me in this headlock one time." I was like, "Oh, that's crazy," you know. And we were fucking one time.
It's not unusual.
Yeah, right. Then put her in the headlock. I was like, and I said, "Shh, it's me," and I said his name.
Wait a minute!
I was, because I do it for, I did it for so long. Like she'll be washing dishes, and I'll just come behind and be like, "Shh, it's me, lad." I said, "Fuck off!" Like, and I'll just laugh. And then one time we were fucking, I was like, "Shh, it's me, lad." Like,
That is crazy. That is insane.
Nigga was cosplaying as another nigga. That's crazy.
but here's the fucked up thing. For years, like this guy's an actual actor. Okay, like you've seen
Laz
him on
Alonso?
Laz Alonso. So she fucked Laz Alonso, and,
Oh,
and
shit.
I remember growing up in school, in high school, I was like, man, if I was to look like anybody in the world, I want to look like a Dominican dude like that, right? Because he had the hair, he had that curly hair with the perfect line. I was like,
Wait,
I'm like,
she
man,
fucked your dream, man.
bro. If I, you know, so when she told me like the douche, I was like, when she told me like, yo, you fuck Laz, I'm like, yo, man, that's amazing. Good on you, bro. Of all the people that you would fuck, I would want you to fuck. It'd be that guy. So crazy.
Oh my
That's
gosh, she fucked
hilarious,
your
man.
man crush. That's crazy.
Because if I wanted to look like somebody,
Yeah, your man crush.
Wow.
That's
Is
what
that
women
what I
consider your man crush.
Yeah.
if I want to look like somebody,
Yeah.
low key, yeah. That means you have a
Like I
crush on
told
him,
the
low
girl
key.
one time,
That's a
we're,
man crush.
we're talking. I was
I don't
like, yo,
crush on him,
I
I
would
just think
take
he's-
Victor Cruz's closet. I would take his closet because I like every clothing he wears.
Okay.
So does that make him
And she
your
was
man
like, "Oh,
crush?
that's your man crush." I was like, "What?" She's like, "That's your man. You have a crush on
They
him."
do
I'm
the
like,
science then.
"Okay, sure."
Yeah.
I have a crush on his closet. I don't have a crush on him.
That's girl math
I don't
for
know
real.
nothing about this nigga. I just found out he was a football player like 2 years ago.
I guess really, I just know that when I saw, I was like, yeah, that's a good.
That's a man crush, man.
That's a good looking man.
Yeah, that's a
That's
man
how
crush.
it looks like a man.
Yeah, they connected that way.
I wanted
Niggas
the
don't want to
hairline, I
admit
want-
when they know a nigga is good looking, you know.
Yeah, yo,
I
that
always
conversation is
admit
always
when a
funny.
dude's good looking, but I
you
know
do.
I'm-
He would
you know,
admit it.
I'm not-
I would admit it too. I have no problem. But some of my homies, never.
Never.
What do you mean? What? I don't see men like that, bro.
See, but they're thinking of it as an attraction. You're
Exactly.
thinking of it as
You can
I
look at
know
someone-
he gets
exactly.
gal.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Like that's how I look at it. If when I see a guy that I'm like, I know he gets gal for sure. There's no question about it.
When you go watch somebody playing ball and they're doing all these moves, you're like, no, that guy's nice. It's that simple.
Yeah, exactly.
So like you see a body structure, you see style, you see whatever things that fashion deems as good looking over the years, and you're like, okay, that matches it. That matches it.
Some man's think it's more for me. It's more like I know what women like.
Right.
So I'm like, oh, then
You can
it's
see,
got to
bro,
be him.
You see how women react when a certain individual walks in. It's
that
like,
too. That too.
All right, whatever. You like that nigga, bro. You like that nigga.
This reaction is hurt.
Luckily, I never really
It's still
been.
adjacent.
No.
It's coming out.
No. That hasn't happened in my adult life, thank God. But it's definitely
okay.
like, younger feelings. Like,
Oh yeah.
you
oh
like
yeah.
this nigga, bro.
Yep. I know those ones, especially
Yeah.
when you're in high school times. Like you know who the popular nigga is. You know who the nigga that like all the girls are constantly whispering about. You know it.
But that's the thing. Like you also have to know that like the good looking dude. I always knew the good looking dude, the one that every girl likes. Like he could only handle a certain amount of women that go for him.
Guys looking
Touche.
scientifically. Yeah.
So it's
Touche.
just like
It's a numbers
not
game.
everybody. He's not gonna cater to everybody.
So you're
right?
waiting for the crumbs.
So it's just like, listen, hey, you can go run after that guy, but you know you're going against all these different women and some men. So like, if you want an easier feat,
That's your game.
you want an easier journey.
Great value.
Simpler. And
You want the road less traveled, baby.
Like, listen, man, let's lower your expectations a little bit.
Look at the potholes on his road. My road is smooth as hell.
Oh, what? Right. That's a one-way street. You're just running right into traffic. Right here, 6 lanes, baby.
You can't even turn left. That's crazy. Y'all see the iOS 18 update?
I did, man. I did.
Looking like one of the biggest ones.
Yeah.
Like one of the biggest updates of all time.
What do we got?
We got a lot, man.
Well, you could use your
deep
phone
fake
now
inspectors?
on MacBook or any computer, really. I think Mac computers, any Mac computer. You could use your phone from your computer. So, like, say for example, someone steals your phone. You can just use your phone from home and control it. Like they're trying to get into stuff, you could get in there.
Oh.
Here in my dock. Boom. And there's my iPhone, mirrored in a window right on my Mac. I can fully interact with it, all wirelessly. I can see my custom
They recorded the audio after.
icons are right where they belong. And I can use my phone normally, like swiping through pages of my home screen.
Crazy.
So dope.
And I can open any of my iPhone apps, like the Phil's Coffee app for a bit of extra energy for my
So it's like it mirrors to
Nasty
your.
plug.
You know what's so funny? If let's say somebody leaves their MacBook at home and you have control over it. So you can just put on some porn real quick and turn it on full blast while they're in a meeting or some shit.
People are gonna.
Yo,
yeah,
the new
there's so
pranks that are
many
gonna
things
come
you
with
could
this
do.
shit?
Yeah,
Oh,
for
man.
sure. There's call recording now,
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
so it records you. You can record your call, but it also transcribes it, and then if you want to go further, you can get a summary.
Oh, man.
So like
They're gonna give you
your
Cole's
girl
notes
can
on
give
your
you
own
the
shit.
that girl can send you that longest shit, and you could just.
You can't tell me women are not behind this.
What do you mean? I think men are
Every
behind
single
this.
Men are behind this.
I think
one.
men are behind this.
Because they
This one?
haven't.
I think men are behind almost every Apple update.
This one is really just
There's
receipts.
you can hide your app
It is
now.
receipts. It is.
You can what?
You can hide and lock apps now.
Yeah, that one was like.
That was tough.
But also,
I was like, this is mad.
if we look at stats, women cheat more, right?
The calculator app though, the one where you type in what your password into the calculator app. It's like you could, let's say boobies is your
Oh, you
Yeah,
can use
that
a
was-
calculator
you can
app
use
as
the
a vault.
That was
calculator.
way back,
There's this
yeah.
calculator vault, and then
Oh, it's not the same
it's not
calculator.
the same
Oh,
one,
okay,
but it
okay.
looks like it.
It looks like yeah.
So when you go in, you have to type in the actual password into the calculator.
No, they
and
got.
then
Oh,
open
I
the
know what
shit.
you're
That's
talking
way
about. They
back,
got a
though.
bunch of different ones.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like, they have straight up just vaults and different apps where you can just put like documents or, especially if you want to keep your like passport, driver's license kind of stuff in there.
But yeah, no, this update is crazy though.
Update's pretty wild, yo.
The context with the text too, I like that. Like you can kind of send a message in a certain way. So they have
Yeah,
an
you
idea
can
of-
send it like so major news or like it animates the text.
Yeah.
It's getting closer and closer to my idea
Yes.
of when I saw them start talking about text, I was like, is it time? So my idea was like colored text
Yeah.
for tone.
Tone. Yeah.
And it becomes universal language after like, give it 2 weeks, honestly.
Of course.
You know the learning curves of phones is very
Yeah,
quick.
yeah. Bare red text.
So it's like you can tell and convey tone through text with color. It's I think it's super simple.
Yeah.
And it's something that they should have done a long time ago. But these are a step in the right direction.
Like
You could,
what
these
would
letters
passive-
actually blow away.
yeah, it's really
Oh.
dope.
Yeah. So it's pretty dope. And you can choose what you want it to be. You got a satellite. So if your phone doesn't have service, you can connect to satellite. You just got to position your phone towards the satellite. It'll tell you like, oh, go to the left a bit more, go to the right a bit more, whatever. And then you can send your message
So fire.
without service.
Another
By
one that I
using a
love too is
satellite.
the delay text. That one is the
my
best.
goated.
Yes.
You can
Delay.
schedule a
Yeah.
text. So say you have a thought
Yeah,
3:30 in the morning and you're like, oh, I don't want to hit them up. They're probably sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to wake them up with like an alert or whatever. You can send the text, but schedule it to go the next morning, 9:30, 10,
Yep.
whatever. Bro,
Incredible.
the amount of birthday texts
Birthday
I'm
text,
about to
all that
fucking
stuff.
do.
Yeah.
I'm just
Thought
set
of
it
you as
and
soon as I
forget
woke
it.
up.
Whoa.
Enjoy
Dog, there's so many different things I'm gonna use
Yeah,
this
man.
for. So that's gonna be a big game
it's
changer.
Incredible.
Obviously, like I said, you can lock and hide apps now.
That's pretty outstanding.
Reminders, your reminders are integrated into the calendar, which
Love
I don't know
that.
why the hell.
Why wasn't
That
it
was
like
the
that
biggest
time?
gripe for me for so long.
I never used reminders for that reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same,
So
like, it's
annoying.
I don't
very
need
weird.
two.
I love using
notifications,
reminders for grocery lists. So it's like, and me and my girl share. You can share it with another person. So me and my
Oh,
girl
that's
share
dope.
the grocery list. So it's like she could be out,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and at the grocery store, and I could just be writing what's in the
What's
fridge
needed, yeah.
and what's needed. Home screen customization, so you can now change your app colors. You can change
Thank God.
You can put them anywhere you want now. They don't need to be in a specific spot.
Fire.
What else? Yeah, send later. Lock screen customization, larger icons on the home screen, messaging support, control center. You can customize that now. And there's a lot more options. Photos. Wow. So ChatGPT is integrated into the OS
Okay.
on the new iOS 18. So
Yeah.
you got AI integrated
Already.
into your phone now. You can literally tell your phone to do things and watch it do it. So
Oh,
like,
that's- it's lit.
Siri, can
Finally.
you save this guy's number? Tell your number.
Yeah.
647 blah blah blah. Dan, and you can watch it go into contacts and do all of it for you instead of
Yeah.
you typing it out
Yeah,
and
'cause-
shit.
What's
Siri's
Iron
very
Man's
limited.
assistant's name?
Jarvis.
Jarvis.
We're getting closer and
We're
closer.
getting closer and closer to
that.
Jarvis.
This is like what they promised Siri would be. An
Yeah.
assistant
Yeah.
in your phone. Siri was kind of, but it was like
It's
so
very
basic
limited,
and
man.
rudimentary.
Yeah.
It wasn't like anything nuanced or advanced. It was very
Exactly.
like, set an alarm,
Do this. Call
text this person,
blah,
call this
blah.
person. It's
But it
like,
wouldn't like unlock my phone. Do this. Blah blah.
you have to be like, you have to like YouTube commands to find out how to
Exactly.
really fucking
Yeah.
get Siri to do shit. But with the new AI integration, it's gonna be like just talking. Literally.
What's the photos thing?
Photos, you can say, could you compile all my pictures with black t-shirts?
Oh wow.
Could you
That is
compile all my
crazy.
stand-up pictures?
Oh my god.
Can you show me all my stand-up videos? Like things like that.
Yeah.
And it'll just show you exactly what you asked for.
Dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Super dangerous.
Emoji tapbacks instead of just a haha exclamation question mark. I use those a lot. So I'm happy that it's like more nuanced now. The AI also, you can do custom emojis called Genmojis. So essentially you can combine emojis or you can just tell it what you want. You can say, I want to see a T-Rex wearing a tutu on a surfboard, and it'll just come up. As an emoji.
Wow.
You can just create your own thing.
Fake Meg Thee Stallion
Okay.
emoji.
You see, everyone's brain went there. I was like, how far does it go?
Okay.
Interesting.
Hold on, did you?
They're calling their AI Apple Intelligence, which I find hilarious.
That's good.
Photos
Artificial intelligence.
in New York wearing her pink coat. And Siri will bring those right up. Then you might say, make this photo pop. And Siri will enhance it just like that.
Wow.
And Siri will be able to take actions across apps. So you could say, add this to my note with Stacy's bio. And it will jump from the Photos app to the Notes app to make it happen.
Nuts.
That's really
Absolutely nuts.
When is that dropping? September?
July. I believe.
Shit.
They're saying the beta, I
beta?
believe, is dropping in
Okay,
July.
yeah. You know, I used to get betas, but it fucks with your phone a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
I've always gotten really good betas.
Yeah?
Yeah, for some reason, like, I've never had any bugs or glitches. Like, I've just gotten the cool stuff with none of the...
Yeah, I had like minor glitches, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Did you guys see the video I sent into the group of
one?
the iPhone 13 that was found in Japan?
Yo.
No.
That was...
Okay, let's play
that
this right-
video.
It fucked me up after I saw it, bro. Because
13.
hold on, I'm gonna put it on
I'll
the screen right
disconnect.
now.
Hold up.
Oh, where is it? Where is it?
That video, yeah, is super wild still.
It's so wild just because when you see it and everyone's saying this is actually from 1980, 81, but nobody is actually. But I looked on I googled it and no one wants to speak on it. It's only in threads.
There was a bomb in 1945. The entire city was deserted, obviously, because of the radiation. And actually, the show is about them going back to the place to see all the abandoned houses, the objects that were there, etc. And actually, at the time, the guy thinks it's a mirror because theoretically, the iPhone did not exist in 1980. And yet, they did indeed find an iPhone 13. And that's the most worrying part. That no one can explain how, in 1980, the journalist could have found an iPhone. And the guy is puzzled by the thing because he doesn't know what it is. He really thinks it's a mirror, so...
I need to fact check this.
Matrix, please.
Dude, I've been trying to find it to fact
this.
check it for so
I
long.
need to see like the actual videos somewhere else.
Yeah, I'm like, watch this. Just be
Because
a really
this could
good,
just be a really bad video.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Or run through a filter to make it look like 1980.
That is
Because if a
true.
time travel is
And
running
now
around
with
the 13,
AI, what is it? Mid Journey or Sorona? Is it Sorona?
I have no
The
idea.
video one where you can literally like give a prompt
Oh, a certain look. Like,
and tell it what video to make. It's not even a certain look. You can make the video. Like we're getting to the point where Ashton Kutcher was talking about it, where you're gonna be able to make your own TV show and put yourself in it.
wow.
You could make your own plot, come up with your own shit, and just watch it.
Jeez, man.
Have you seen this one though?
Finding a Swiss ring watch in a sealed Ming Dynasty tomb. A Swiss ring watch.
So the ring watches that you rock on your fingers. You ever seen? My mom used to have one of those.
I've seen
A
those.
A Swiss ring
Rolex,
watch?
I remember seeing those.
How the fuck is this in a Ming Dynasty tomb, dog? Mummified,
That's actually
calcified,
crazy.
all that shit. Like,
Swiss ring. Hold on. When was the Swiss ring watch invented?
But regardless, no way it was back when the tomb shit was around. Like,
It gained popularity in Switzerland during the 1800s. These tiny timepieces were designed to be worn on the finger, combining the functions of a ring and a watch, and were considered a marvel of miniature matchmaking.
Yeah.
When was the Ming Dynasty around
2008.
and active? And getting nasty with it.
2008.
1600s.
1368 to 1644. It is impossible for that to be in there.
The mysteries of the world, man. The mysteries
Obviously,
of the
they're
world.
not telling
It's
us
super
everything.
wild. Did
They're
you guys
not gonna
watch
tell
that
us
Billy
everything.
Carson, Joe Rogan episode?
He was on there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, that is.
Oh.
Some people are calling it the greatest episode ever.
Oh, okay. I gotta tap in.
It's yeah. He just did last week.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
It's good. 3 hours. It's good.
Oh, okay. I gotta
It's
tap
good.
in.
He gets even more in depth than he did on
Flagrant?
Schultz. But
Shit.
he shows what is a pyramid, either on the moon or Mars. There's like a pyramid
on the moon?
or I think it was Mars. I think it might have been Mars. But there's a pyramid on Mars that they found, and they're like,
Hey man, you know what's
What?
common in all
What's
these
happening?
documentaries?
Pyramids.
That, and also they visit everyone who talks about them. So I'm cool.
You know what's
There's,
crazy though?
there also the hieroglyphics he talked about of the people back in the day drawing men with helmets
Yeah.
on their head. Like you can see it in different pyramids
Yeah,
around
yeah.
the world, where there's these people with helmets on their head, like astronauts.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then the lizard people. And
Oh yeah. Well,
and the
you know
cat,
what
yeah.
that is, especially with the like the Sphinx and like you'll see certain men with like a eagle's head and stuff.
Yeah.
He's saying those were helmets. Those weren't like it wasn't somebody who was half eagle, half man. That's a helmet,
Wait,
like a space helmet.
they talked about this on the Joe Rogan
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah. Said that's a space helmet that's they're drawing in the hieroglyphics or whatever the fuck it is.
You know what's crazy though? When they were doing their calculations based off like how old the world is and how they figured after a certain amount of time, there's a certain amount of dust that accumulates on any surface over time. So if the world is millions of years old, there's going to be a dust layer on the moon that when we jump, that they assumed when we go on it, they're going to sink into some dust, right? Like they're going to sink into it like quicksand. But then when they landed, it was like such a small amount of dust. So they're like, wait, how old is the earth then?
Jeez.
It should be way older than this amount of dust that we fell into.
The Christians were right.
Right? But then they're like, but then there's also like a hollowness to the moon.
Well,
apparently.
Terrence Howard was talking about the Goldilocks theory of planets moving into the Goldilocks zone of the galaxy. So like the only place in the galaxy where things can grow and live. And then we eventually move out of it and another planet will take that place. So he thinks that we've inhabited other planets before. And this was just the next one that was in the Goldilocks zone.
Yeah, where just everything was perfect. Is that, you know,
They found
was it too big? Was it too small? Just
they
perfect.
found the Milky Way is actually being absorbed by another Milky Way. Like we're
Freaky ass.
inside two Milky Ways, if that makes sense. Or two black holes, rather. I think it was
man.
black holes, sorry.
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
holes. Yeah, why are they so freaky, those names?
they were. Let's
Black
name it
holes and Milky Ways?
Way.
It sounds like
We'll call that one a black
Ebony
hole.
interracial.
Yeah,
porn.
where that Big Dipper at?
Episode of Black.
Uranus, anyone? Uranus?
But
Orion.
there basically it's like, bro, it's so hard to believe that the religion stuff, it's getting harder and harder to believe the more things I learn.
Yeah, no, I think.
Hold on,
I
you
don't
guys-
think it's.
Can I break down a crazy science/religious mashup?
Sure.
So check this out. All right. So there's certain Christian scientists that believe God and science can exist in
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah.
So there's this assumption that, because they speak of the firmament in the Bible.
Yep.
The firmament being this dome,
dome,
that
yeah.
covers the earth, right? That separates us from the heavens. And so because of this dome-like structure, which was apparently a hydrosphere, this thin layer of ice,
Okay.
that keeps the earth at a perfect temperature so that the sun doesn't get too hot and it doesn't get too cold. It's like this perfect temperature, right? And because of this hydrosphere, when the sun would shine through it, it would illuminate a pink light as opposed to the yellow light that we see today.
Okay.
And if you look at any hydroponics or any like botanists, they know that the best way to grow indoors is through pink UV lights, right? Now, pink UV lights will continuously make things grow. So like you can grow grapes to this big if you really wanted to under the
shit.
perfect circumstances, right?
Yeah.
And now hydroponics being the best method to grow things where the roots are directly going into water,
Yeah.
and it's not through rain coming down, seeping through the soil, and then going back up through the roots. Hydroponics allows the water to go straight into it. So they assume that when the earth was in its perfect state, you know how it's assumed that there's liquid magma in the core of the earth,
Yeah,
that heats
yeah.
up the earth and whatnot.
They
That's
just
where
found a
lava
lake in
comes
there.
out, you know? So they looked at the lava as a heating mechanism to heat whatever core. So there was also another layer of water around the magma that would heat up. And then the pressure of the steam from the water heating up would rise and seep through the soil and the ground. And then that's how the roots would be watered. So there's actually, so you know how they speak on Noah's Ark and they were like talking about, oh, it's going to rain 40 days, 40 nights. And people are like, you're crazy. There's no such thing as a big body of water. You're nuts. And everyone's laughing at Noah for building the ship. Well, the whole thing was the 40-day, they explained that the 40 days and 40 nights was this hydrosphere actually breaking. Melting. So it happened when that liquid magma in the middle of the core of the earth was heating up the water. In the
Steam rose.
And the steam grew so hard and the pressure was so strong. You ever see a geyser in like Yosemite just blowing water out?
Yeah.
So it created like this mega pressure.
I believe it.
And it blew this mega geyser out that blasted through the ground so high into the atmosphere that it shattered the hydrosphere and created the 40 days and 40 nights of rain that wiped
Holy
up.
shit, man.
You know, right? So after hearing scientists break it down and like attach it to Christianity.
Yeah.
Well, the amount of times that scientists have said the Earth was so hot was like it happened like 20 different times where the Earth was like way too hot to even be on,
to be inhabited,
and then it was way too cold, like mad times. So it's like we've gone through, and this is the thing. Like I think people underestimate how long it takes for something to be.
Yeah.
Like, I think people think 2,000, 1,000 years, things grow. No.
Yeah.
It takes hundreds of thousands of years.
Yeah.
Millions of years. Like, from the time that monkey uses opposable thumbs to grab something, everything just started speeding up, sure, but still took a long time, bro.
Right.
Even just to get to that point. So it's like, when you talk about religion, there's nothing past 3,000 years.
Yeah.
Like there's no earth.
No, religion thinks that 1,000 years to man is a day to God. So we're really only 6,000 years old, 6 days old in God's standards.
When you start getting to that kind of science, then you're like, oh, you adjust for stuff. But you're right. There's holes, man. There's holes, but there's also things like scientists confirming stuff, and that gives you chills.
And
but there's
that
also
whole
the
dust thing,
supernatural.
that's why they were like, oh, it's only 6,000 years old based off the thin layer of dust on the moon. So,
but then there's also the supernatural that cannot be explained.
Right.
Where I'm like, that person's possessed for real. Like, like that's not a joke. They're actually like, there's something wrong.
Oh, yeah.
That's evil
have y'all seen
inside
people
that person.
Have y'all seen people get possessed ever
Yeah.
in real life?
No, sir.
I've seen it.
Dog, it's
I've seen it in
crazy.
church where the pastor
I've
has a
seen that.
feeling about somebody and starts praying over them, and then this person starts speaking in like a
Tongues.
like not even in tongues, because that's
That's like
that's
being touched by the
holy.
Holy Spirit. Yeah.
That's Holy Ghost. I'm talking about
something
pastor
evil?
putting his hand on somebody with the oil, and the person starts talking like, I'm here to destroy. Like they start talking like they're here to destroy everyone. Like they're evil. Like there's something else that has taken over their body.
Yeah.
And there's too many people that have seen things like this, just that aren't even religious.
Yeah.
Like they just had experience with it.
Yeah.
So it's like, why aren't we looking into this more?
Oh no, we definitely are. But
No, I mean scientists.
Oh, science. Oh yeah.
Exorcisms, all those things are real things that like actually happen, but no one can explain it, so no one tries to research it.
Well, have you guys watched Religiously?
No, what is
Or
that?
Religious.
Religious. It's a Bill Maher documentary on religion.
Okay.
And he takes a deep dive into the science part of it. And especially with the Holy Ghost, for example, scientists did study on people while they're catching the Holy Ghost and said that it's bullshit. There's no change in brain pattern that the brain is exactly the same and there's no synapses that are firing up. Like you're making it up.
Yeah.
But then on the religious side, faith is always just a cheat code where you could just be like, well, that's God.
Yeah.
You didn't see it on your little screen because that's just God moving. And God doesn't have to fire up your brain. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
there's a lot of dishonesty
with religion, there's always faith that you can turn to.
Here's the thing, man. I went to this Youth for Christ Christian, like Catholic Christian camp, and they were singing in song service, and I'm not Catholic, so I'm not used to this style of praise. And then this guy goes, as everyone's singing, he's like, all right, now everybody let us sing in the God's tongue. And then everyone just starts going, la, 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 right? And some people are just going, sham, la, 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 la. And then this one guy starts going, sham, la, 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 and just starts going. I'm like, that is not God, right? And then they start sitting him down on a seat, and he's like our size, like Kevin, like little Filipino guys, And these bigger dudes are like trying to like hold him down to sit down, and when they sat him down, he's just like, and I don't know where it goes, and just lifts everybody up.
Yeah, that's
literally littlest dude lifting up 5 guys off after they're trying to push him down to the chair, and they're like, he's being slain. The Holy Spirit's with him. He's slain. He's slain. I'm like, he's possessed. This is not God. This is not the Holy
unholy,
Spirit.
man.
This nigga is possessed by Wesley Snipes.
He's singing the Lord's word. He's speaking. I'm like, I've never read any Bible verse that said, this is not
any one of those.
Jesus. This is not the Holy Spirit.
Are you sure, Corinthians?
No, this me. Yeah, this me. This might be second Deuteronomy.
Oh my god!
But that shit to me is unexplainable.
Yeah.
Stigmatas. Like all of my family has stories in the Philippines because they're super superstitious out there that are so unexplainable, but they live by it. And I'm like,
bro,
that's right.
Even just
there's so many
deja
pockets
vu.
of that too in different cultures. So to me,
the
I'm not even
the fucking brooms.
The broom
yeah,
thing.
that's what I'm saying. I'm not
deja
fucking with that shit,
vu.
man.
I'm still like, I need an answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not rest until I get an answer.
You're gonna get an answer, but then you're not gonna be able to tell people.
What do you mean?
As in, it'll be either when you die or you won't remember it.
Fucking hell. I need
That's
an
what I
answer
think,
in
to be
this
honest.
lifetime,
Until the
bro.
deja
Because our ego wants to know, like, I need to know.
Dog, it's one of those things that I'm like, this should be talked about every day.
Yeah.
This is not normal. Everyone experiences it every day. Every human being is seeing the future. And we're just chilling. We're all like, all right, that's cool. Like, I was watching Crashing today, and he's walking past this sign of a whale, and it said "sail" on it. You remember that episode? Or he's like, oh, I dreamt of a whale last night, and the girl's like, what? And he's like, I dreamt of a whale last night, and she's like, and you're seeing a whale right now. She's like, that's serendipitous. Like that means you're right where you need to be. And I've kept that with me for so long from the first time I seen it. Cause like, bro, there's so many times, bro, the house I'm in right now, I'm standing there last week.
Yeah.
My girl starts doing something in the washroom, and you got a mirror from the kitchen. You can see inside the washroom. Like if you look straight down.
Yeah, we know the castle. Yeah.
You're dumb. And
was the butler in today or no? My fault. Go on.
anyways, so then my cat walks up to me. And I'm like, oh, you want a treat? I go inside the treat cabinet. I turn back, and I can see my girl in the reflection. I see myself holding the treat. I see my cat on the floor. And I was like, why is this so familiar?
Yeah.
And I just remember the dream I had, and I'm like, wait, what? What? Again?
Yeah.
What's happening right now?
Yeah.
Like, bro, I almost started tearing up. I'm like,
You
what's
can only
happening?
smile in those moments. Like,
Nah.
Yeah.
I was ready to scream. I was
Really?
like, what's happening?
No, I like
That's
those.
terrifying.
But it's also
Why is
like
that
you
not
said,
scary to you?
It's not. It's calming.
You're Raven Simone.
Yeah.
This is not normal things.
Tap in with your friend who was a medium again. Talk to her.
Yeah, I need a
Talk to her.
re-medium still.
Yeah,
I
talk
need
to
a re-medium.
Just connect with her. She's gonna be like, you're getting messages for a reason. And
We
then
didn't have
she'll-
the meeting when you were here, right?
No.
Let's bring it back. Let's bring it
Yeah,
back, man.
we need to bring back Black Sheep.
Black Sheep and what's his name? Hamden.
Oh, yeah, that episode
Hamden,
was
yeah.
Yo.
He was asking to come back still. I saw him again. He's like, yo, bring him back.
I saw this video. There's an influencer named Monet, and she's dating this guy. I am not too sure his name, but he's catching flack for this right now.
Pay all the bills. Men are expected to pay for all the dates. Men are expected to pay for your nails, hair, all these things. In today's economy,
It's a lot of money.
it's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And so the thought is, it's like, why is that the norm? Why is that the expectation? What does a provider mean? Like, in my opinion, a provider doesn't mean someone who's going to pay financially for everything. That's not a provider to me. I think, you know, when someone becomes the mother of your kids or someone's raising, then there's a partnership that, you know, is communicated and talked about and understood. And if the partnership agrees on, hey, you're going to be the stay-at-home parent.
Yeah.
I'm going to go out and chase this bag. That then
That's
is where financial, I think, moves under that umbrella of providership or being a provider.
So he's getting
flack
clapped for that?
Yes.
Yeah.
What say you guys?
That is the most commonsensical thing that one could say. Like, if that is your arrangement, then that is your arrangement. It shouldn't be like one person's provider is not the same as another person's provider. It is all based on the deals that you made with your partner. Simple as that.
I watched it a few times and I was kind of confused at what people were, you know, what the outrage was about. And then I watched it again and I'm like, he didn't define what provider is, to be honest. And he's also changing it. Again, I don't, the definition of a word is the definition of a word, right?
Yeah.
If you're not that, you're not that. That's cool. But it just didn't really make sense. The more I watched it, I'm like, okay, so what is he saying?
He's trying
really?
to remix the word provider to
Yeah,
what
it's
he
like
feels providing is.
He's trying to remix it to like an agreement in a relationship, really. Because why are you bringing in roles and it's, oh, if you're doing this, it's
bringing in roles
weird.
is important because I mean traditional roles I feel like are still kind of upheld in a lot of ways.
Oh,
I
yeah.
feel like
I'm African, so.
But also,
feel-
why
yeah.
can't the
And I
mother?
feel
Why
like-
can't the mother in raising the children be a provider? Like that role
She's
is
the
a
ultimate
provider.
provider.
Yeah,
She
that's a
provided the
provider
life.
in itself.
Yeah.
So everyone assumes that provider is
Money.
money based.
Well, we are
Right?
talking about it in the traditional sense, and it is money based for the most part. It's money based, it's security based,
Okay, money and security for sure. But
and we invented it.
men
Man,
invented the provider role.
This is my point of like this bullshit video. It's like,
I mean-
brother, what is providing really? Nigga, shut up,
what it
nigga,
is.
shut up,
Yeah,
man.
you know what it is.
But based off of today's standards,
This
how
is what I'm
things are
saying.
changing,
Yeah.
and there's a whole new look of what a man is and what a woman is.
yep.
That
Yeah.
that new dynamic of genders.
Absolutely.
Now provider has changed its whole meaning.
We should be allowed to change the terms of conditions, just like women have been able to change the terms of conditions.
we cooking now. Hold on. Elaborate.
Things you can't change one side without changing the other because we go hand in hand.
Yeah.
That's very
You know what I
true.
mean? And if you're in a straight relationship, a heterosexual relationship, you can't both people can't play the same roles
Yeah.
every single time.
Oh no, I'm big on gender roles.
So
for
it's
sure.
like I'm not big on gender roles
I'm
per
big
se,
on
but
gender
I'm
roles,
I'm
okay.
big
Okay.
on defining what it is very early on between you and your partner.
That's gender roles.
Because no,
Actually, no, you're right. That's partner roles.
It's partner roles.
You're right.
You know
I
what I
agree
mean?
with that. I
Partner
agree
roles
with that.
because
Yeah.
I feel like it's super subjective what everyone think is gender roles.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I mean,
if you're
there's
in the Middle
terms like-
East, your gender roles are far and
man.
vastly
yeah.
different
No driver's
from a
license.
nigga at Jane and Finch.
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
like
Well,
we gotta define those terms for ourselves. But I also feel like feminism at times is improving the convenient parts without taking the inconvenience. So it's like I'm an independent woman, but hold my door. I'm an independent woman, but pay my bills.
It's
I'm
very
an independent
choosy
woman,
and
but
selective.
it's a very selective in when you
they've
are
been
independent
cooking
woman.
me for years nigga. Because of that exact statement. And it's not even like I understand why you do that. I understand why you'd want to look at a list of saying, want this, don't want this, want this,
Yeah.
want this. Understandable. But be honest about it. That's the
Yeah.
only thing that I do. And again, I don't normally press the issue, but I wish Ace was here because she'd be kicking my back in.
Yeah.
But like, you know, people like her say like, oh, well, that's obviously misogynistic. I'm like, no, it's not. It's
Yeah.
me making an observation. That's
and
all I do.
and also looking out for your own mental health as well,
Yeah.
because yours also matters in this situation.
Yeah,
Like if you're just
exactly.
doing something to your detriment and somebody else's gain,
Yeah.
regardless of if you're in a relationship or not, it's gonna feel away.
Yeah.
Even if you love your partner.
Yeah, I've been-
I
yeah,
think
burnout, for
that
sure.
where things change for me personally is when you become a mom.
Oh,
Then-
yeah.
I feel like all requests are on you. Before that, we should be divvying this up however we see fit.
Okay.
Once you have my child, once you're pregnant, not even had my child yet. Once you're pregnant, all that goes out the window.
Yeah.
What you need. You know what I mean? Because I could never do that.
Exactly.
And I witnessed women go through just insane things
I see women transform
to bring life into this world. And I'm just like, I got it really good.
Yeah.
Even when you think about expenses, think about what you as a man have to worry about as a necessity every month. Nothing.
Well,
there's no necessity. You may personally need a haircut.
Yeah.
You may personally need a pedicure, manicure, whatever. You don't need to get, if you don't get it that month, you're super cool.
Our necessity is nutting.
Facts.
Haircuts.
Tampons cost money.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Wet wipes.
The pain, the things that you need to mitigate that pain during cramp time costs
and
money.
That's if you have regular cramps. If you don't, then you need a prescription.
Oh my gosh.
That's why.
And guess what?
That's why women's shit should be free, man. That's why all that shit should be free.
Tampons should be free.
Yeah,
It should be paid by for the government. Absolutely. No
the
question.
government really does hate women, huh?
Bro, it would cost, I think, $500,000, they said, years ago when I looked it up. $500,000 to supply all women's shelters with tampons. Women's shelters in the city don't have tampons.
Jesus Christ, man.
And you know what? I feel the tampon industry would love that. Because now they have contracts for sure. They
Facts.
don't have to,
Oh yeah, Big Tampon would definitely love that. Bro.
Big tampon. Big Kotex.
big maxi pad.
Big Tampax. That's crazy. Yeah,
For
no,
sure,
it's I think once you get into the mother
territory,
it's like there should be no ifs, ands, or buts. Like that's just, it's a different level. Like not even just a sacrifice of your body, but your mental. Like
that's when
women go through the postpartum thing afterwards.
That is the scariest thing to me, man.
And then not even just like, you gotta have some grace even before the pregnancy, because birth control pills can change these women. Like my girl was on certain birth control before, and it was fucking with her mood. And she realized it and switched birth controls, and like you could tell the difference.
But the fact that she realized it is huge, though.
A lot of people don't. A lot of people feel entitled to the mood because I'm on my period.
Yeah.
You should just take whatever bullshit I give you. And we had Shannon Boudram on. Great episode. Check it out.
Really good one.
And where she was highlighting, just because you're on your period doesn't give you an excuse to be a bitch. You should know what you're gonna be going through every month, especially when you're an adult. You've been doing this for what, 12, 13, 14 years now. You should know, all right, this week I might be a bit of in a mood or whatever. I should have some grace for those around me. Instead, but it's easier said than done.
Of course.
Because when your mind's playing tricks on you, I don't know what that's like. I personally don't know what hormones are making me cry, and I don't feel like crying.
And you're feeling what you're feeling too with the pain. Like,
pain as well. You've seen men with those period simulators. It's like,
I have one.
You have one?
I had to get one.
Oh, we gotta bring it on here. We gotta do it.
What is
I'll
this
try to
period
find
simulator?
it again. It's a thing that it basically simulates cramps. So you like attach it to like your lower stomach.
Yeah. And
So
it basically, you put the things on your stomach and it
like
pulsates.
contracts and stuff.
Yeah. I've seen football players double
Tap
over
out,
at like 5. And that's not even the highest pain threshold. It's like 10.
I did it. I was like,
To me,
8.
there's
But I feel
nothing that hurts more than cramps.
Cramps, blue
Stomach
balls.
cramps? I
Blue
mean,
balls.
no, I mean,
You ever had blue balls on a bike?
Wait, time out.
I used to make out a
That's
lot
when- that's-
back in when I was like, before I lost my virginity. Make out with a girl for like an hour sometimes, dry humping, doing all that stuff. You got the jeans on and shit. Then you go on your bike, balls are needing to ejaculate, just dying to ejaculate.
Really?
And you gotta put them on that hard seat with the bumps in the road. I've
Wait.
never seen a pain like
Your wives
that.
are making out with jeans on, but
Dog. Making out with jeans on is bad?
guess what, fam? Why would you be bricked with jeans
Nigga,
on,
I'm
bro?
in high school.
Nah.
Nigga, I'm changing to linen for
Sweat,
making
yes,
out.
nigga. I'm airy and
I don't even know what that means
Linen
at that
pants.
point.
This guy's rocking silk PJs to make out.
We're no under. Like I'm
You're
ready.
different, dog. Yeah,
You're
this
the guy
guy's
that
an
rocks.
R&B singer.
He rocks
now.
ball shorts to the strip club for sure, bro.
And one.
I used to wear ball shorts everywhere.
Oh, man.
To
You're
church,
one of those
everywhere,
under the pants?
everywhere.
Oh, man.
It was just like it was like boxers. It's like
Oh,
all
nah,
right.
nah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I
No,
knew
but
some
I wear
niggas that had
boxers
that,
too.
But they didn't wear boxers, I guess, because they smell pissy.
Ugh.
But yeah, no,
Maybe
no,
they're
no.
just peeing themselves because even with boxers, if you're peeing
I
yourself,
think they might be, but I
Yeah.
only get blue balls if it's like if you smash and you don't nut, then that gets a bit painful, and then you have to like release yourself. And it's
I don't know
not,
how we got here.
yeah,
I don't.
But
listen, man, it's dark times. Man.
but women deserve
Yeah.
when they become moms.
Yeah.
They deserve better treatment. Point blank. Period.
What's-
I believe in push presents.
Yeah.
The baby
Yeah.
moon.
Oh, cars. What do you?
I mean, if that's what it is,
Castle
and
confirmed.
if I
we
got it
him.
like that,
we got him.
if I got it like that, and that's what it is,
Yeah.
then sure.
Car as a push gift. Wild.
If I got the money, I would love to be able to do that.
Even
for
if I have
somebody.
it, never.
Nah.
No.
Speaking on balls on bikes, the
Naked bike ride.
Yeah, man.
Pink eye all over the city, bro.
Yo,
That
okay,
shit's
check
crazy,
this out.
Freaks all
dog.
Check
over.
this the fuck out. I went to go link up with the Bike Life boys, the guys that ride the SC BMX bikes and just do the wheelies. They be rolling in packs, fucking
Oh,
up
okay,
traffic.
dope, yeah.
Love those guys. Shout out to John the Barber, Dumb Barber. I love you guys. Anyways, we link up at Nathan Phillips Square to do a nice bike ride. It's like 70, 80 people deep, all hood mans in their sick bikes.
That's fire.
And as we're sitting there waiting for everybody to meet up, the naked bike ride just starts to form right beside us. And it looks like we all came
Yeah.
together
Join
to do the
it,
ride
to
together.
join it.
And mind you,
You guys should take
these
off your shirts
guys
and just-
are riding, like a majority of these people riding in are riding on
City bikes.
So they're
This is what I keep
nuts,
telling
and
people,
their
man.
asses are just
what
leaving
I'm
their
telling
grease
people,
marks
man.
on these fucking bikes, and everyone's like,
Dirty
"Hey,
booty,
and then you
freaky
see guys
ass
fucking
niggas.
scratch their
Niggas.
balls, put their hand back on the fucking handles." I'm like, nah, man.
Straight
And
Doodle streaks
and
on the
and the majority of them were old.
We're old,
Yeah, so
dirty
you know they
white
can't control
men.
their
No,
bowels.
middle aged to older
You know they
people
can't
are
control their
majority of the
sphincter.
naked bike riders because
Man,
young people are still
like a
super
leaky
conscious
sphincters.
Word.
and still care.
Match duty on the seat and shit.
Yeah,
Well, what
they're
you gonna
pink
do?
eye all over the city, bro.
Every
Jesus
man,
Christ.
every old person there looked like they suffer with incontinence. So they're the fact
Yeah.
that they're riding the car or they're riding the bike seat like that, and it's the big, wide bike seat too. So
Oh,
you know,
yeah.
And it was sponsored by Metamucil, so it was like, imagine.
dog.
Yeah, I saw. I don't know if it was in Toronto, but I think it was in the UK. They caught one man alone riding the. I guess he took the wrong turn or some shit. Some hood man's caught him and they're filming him. He's like, "Stop, please stop!" Nigga had his meat out. Like you had his scared meat out.
Getting off the path of the naked bike ride and being dolo.
Yo, bro, and they caught him.
Now
man.
you look insane.
Nah, there's no dog.
You look like a pervert just because you lost the
You're
group.
scared, dog. And you're naked.
One of your niggas got your clothes in their backpack.
Like, nah, at that point, I need sunglasses, bro.
You get to the finish line, they're like, oh, he left.
Dog.
The Jan store.
Oh my
But
God.
what's fucked up is like indecent exposure is a real law.
Yeah.
Okay, and you know, I saw this clip of a dude calling the police and saying, "Hey, so if I was to run around naked throughout the city, I would be charged with indecent exposure, right?" He's like, "Yeah, you're not allowed to do that." Like, okay, so if I was to see somebody, I can call the police and they would come and deal with it. They're like, "Yeah, for sure, we'll come and deal with it." And somebody would be charged and punished by law if they were to be caught for indecent exposure. It's like 100%. He's like, so that means I can call the police during the Pride Parade? And he's like, and he's like, so if I was to say that, you know, but they're like, man, that one's a different one. I'm like, okay, so if I was to be running around naked in front of kids, is that cool? They're like, no, you can't do that. It's like, if I was to be around a school running around naked, is that fine? Like whipping my dick around? They're like, no, you'll be arrested for sure. It's like, so you're telling me I can call the police when all these gay people are helicoptering their penises around children and whatnot that are being encouraged to go to this Pride thing? They're like, well, see, that's a different story with that. And it was, this cop didn't know how to answer. And I was just like, ooh, this is
tough.
juicy,
Yeah.
man.
That is
now
tough.
this bike ride of old white, because it's majority
I don't even
old
know
white
why
people.
they
It
have
is.
to be naked at the Pride Parade.
But it's
Like,
just
what is
people
the
do
point
it.
of
That's
the
thing.
But what is why? And why is it allowed?
Easier access.
Oh.
Sure, but I mean, in terms of like
what it's gonna lead to
festivals and
anyways.
parades, it's like that doesn't happen with any other parade. It's not even like one of those like, oh, why isn't there a White History Month? It's like it's not one of those. It's like, what is the point really?
Yeah.
Someone in my ear, the higher up said, "What about Caravana?" Which
Like
is different because like, they don't see people butt ass naked.
Because they're not butt.
They're not butt ass naked. There's no
And even
dicks
then,
and
it's not
pussy and
sexual.
titties out.
Yeah.
Like there's full naked people with nothing but like some beads on at the Pride Parade, and
I ain't knocking it. I'm just saying that double standard within the legal system.
I'm not knocking. I'm just confused at why and how that became a thing. Like, was it originally like that? Like, was the first Pride Parade naked? Like, was there? I want to know if there was a transition at some point.
Yeah. Well,
see what I did there?
exactly. I was like, at some point.
I want to see if there was a transition at some point to the nakedness, because I just don't even understand what purpose it serves.
Yeah.
You're here to celebrate being gay. Being gay and naked are not mutually exclusive.
True.
So it's like, what is the point and why is it allowed? Because if, like you said, Caravana, if we were actually naked at Caravana,
It'd be a problem.
There'd be problems.
Yeah.
Isn't
And it's also
correct me if I'm wrong. Being gay is a sexual preference.
Sexual preference? No, it's your sexual orientation.
Sorry.
Yeah. Preference implies choice.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's your sexual orientation, but the word sex has nothing to do with the act of sex. It's just all your sex type. Correct?
Who you're
Like,
attracted to.
Who you're attracted.
Yeah.
Okay, so it is sex related, right? Because before I thought it was just gender related, but no, if it's
There's
related
sex and
directly
gender.
to sex.
Yeah, no, sex and gender are completely different.
Yeah.
The gender is what you identify as. Sex is who you're attracted to.
So
Like, I mean, sexuality is who you're attracted to.
Okay, that's confusing because even in French, like sex in French is basically genitalia, or it's like male, female.
yeah.
I guess, is that the same thing in
Yeah,
English?
yeah, that's what I'm
right?
saying.
Okay. And
Sex
then
as
is-
in gender.
Yeah, and then gender is like everything
that
else.
word should just not be used
But that-
anymore for gender.
And that's what I mean for gender. I'm like, okay, so
What sex is
Gender
that?
is
Yeah.
man,
sex
woman?
versus the sex that
The
you
sex
have.
that you have.
Yeah.
You know?
Gender is man, woman. Sex is male, female. You see what I'm saying? Because like with gender, there's everything else. But because man and female, man and woman, that's more societal based. Whereas sex, male, female,
We got him.
male, female is scientific.
Yeah.
So it's basically the genitalia you have. So male, female, hermaphrodite is the middle one, right?
Yeah.
Intersex.
The middle one.
Yeah. It is.
Which is crazy. Honestly,
They got
say
both.
that- yeah, but that's the crazy thing. You know, people speak on like micro penises or super clits.
Super clits.
Like just these
Yeah.
like
No,
clits
that's
that
a
are
fact.
just super
Intersex
like
have that, yeah.
the size of a fucking pinky.
Yeah, big clit.
Like a big clit.
Big clit. She fell in love with a big clit. Hey!
But so you have these hermaphrodites that both have vagina and a penis, or you have these women that have these mega clits that look like a micro penis.
Wild.
Or you see these dudes with a micro penis, but they don't have a open vagina.
Which one is it? Is it? It's one. It's one or the other. It's the dick is the clit
Yeah.
outwards, or the clit is the dick inverted.
A clit is a dick.
Inverted.
It's
To-
just
to me,
kind of
yeah.
tucked into their
A
body.
clit
Yeah.
and vagina, to me, is the flower opened up, whereas the dick is just still in its bulb state. It's
the opposite.
Is it the opposite?
Because the dick is out. A clit is a little dick. It's literally
It
the head
is.
of the dick.
Yeah.
No, but that's what I'm saying. Like when the
what I call it.
balls and the nuts, it basically it comes
Oh, I know
out of
what
the
you mean.
body
I know what you mean.
originally the balls are supposed
And you
to
got
be.
you got some dick in you, by the way. It's
you know.
June. It's June. It's June.
Nah, my shit out, bro.
Nah, you
got the
got the
surgery.
whole thing out.
Yup.
Yeah, I want to get the whole thing out. I wonder if you can.
Probably, honestly.
Can you get the 2 inches that you got?
Yo, yeah.
Hidden
but I feel
inside?
like it'd be
Within?
painful though. Like at what cost, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you're bricked up,
So
you're
you'd
bricked.
need extra skin to put on top. Like
Yeah.
they need to like
patchwork meat.
yeah.
You just take it from the booty. Patchwork meat. This guy.
Patch Adams.
Wow.
Patchwork meat like a quilted dick. That QD.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yo, you get that two-tone? That's crazy. We got questions.
Yeah, I don't know how we got into flowering.
Yeah, I don't even know how we got
flowering
there.
pussies.
man.
We got questions finally.
Here we go.
So we're gonna start doing some Q&As. You guys send in the questions. We are more than happy to answer. If you want advice, if you want to tell us something, you got comments, we're gonna read it.
Send in those questions.
Yep.
Nakeya sent us this voice note.
Oh shit, it's not a thing? Anonymous?
No, her name's right
Okay,
there.
all right.
What up, Nakeya?
Hey guys, big ups to you. Love the Extra Gravy podcast. I'll try to keep this as concise as I can. So basically, a friend of mine, we've known each other since we were about 8 or 9 years old. We're now both 29. Over the years, like we were super close when we were kids, but you know, you grow up, go to different schools, go on different trajectories. Fast forward to now, in the last several weeks, we've been reconnecting. We were like sisters when we were kids. And over the last few weeks, she's had been telling me, let's say 2 weeks, she had been telling me about this guy she had met at a party and how she's feeling him and Ray. So I'm like, okay, good for you, sis. You know, support a friend. I've never been a hater ass bitch type, you know.
Okay, that's peace.
Good
That's
friend.
peace.
Good friend.
And one Sunday, she was telling me how they were getting together. So they had gotten together, and then I didn't hear from her the whole day, which is fine. You know, she's spending time with her mans. Later that night, she sends me a text, and she's like, hey, I think you might know the guy that I'm seeing. And I'm like, who is it? She tells me his Instagram username, and I'm like, holy shit. So the context between he and I is, he and I dated literally back in like 10th, 11th grade. We lost touch after high school.
Girl.
Okay.
Fast forward to now, back in the fall of 2023, November, we reconnected.
Ooh.
And it was kind of like, oh, sparks are still there. You know?
Oh.
Talking or whatever. He had just come out of a long-term relationship. So I was like, whatever, like we can talk, whatever. Full disclosure, we were sexting, we were talking on the phone. Okay.
Getting freaky ass niggas.
You are 29 talking about sex.
Got back into the full swing of things type shit. That lasted for a few months until the end of January, beginning of February.
Okay.
He decided to just ghost me. I understood that he was doing
Wait.
he just wanted a relationship. And then he had been like posting on Instagram about like Valentine's Day, whatever.
Is this me?
Seeing someone else, no hard feelings. But then at the beginning of April, he hit me back because they both live in Toronto. I live in Ottawa. He hit me back and was like, hey, I'm in Ottawa. I'm trying to see you. And I was like,
Nah.
I'm trying to see you type of shit, you know? Like, oh, what that's.
Hold on. There's more, but hold on. Let's stop right there.
Already.
This nigga is wild.
Yeah. He's
He a
trying
wild
to get his
boy.
cake and eat it too, for sure.
100%.
The fact that she lives in a different city is huge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's huge.
Yeah.
Because Shorty lives in the other city
exactly.
and he lives in the other city.
Mm-hmm.
And he only hit her up when he was in the city.
Yeah.
Convenience.
Convenient fuck.
Big time. Yeah, you're my little secret.
Oh my gosh.
So then he had continued texting me. I didn't respond because I was over the situation.
Okay.
Fast forward to my friend telling me about this and that it's him, of all the men on the planet, it's him. So I told her straight up, I was like, you know what, like, I get that you like him or whatever, but just so you know, like, we have a very recent history. And I would personally feel just a little bit weird and uncomfortable because, again, he was still...
Time out, nigga. Time out. You see what I'm talking about?
Okay.
You lied. You lied.
Uh-oh. What happened?
Nakeya, you just said I'm over the situation. And then you followed up by saying, honestly, I would feel a little bit weird because it was still recent. Which one is it? But keep going.
No, but for a lot of people, it's the same.
What do you mean?
Like, for a lot of people, they can be over a situation and still not want you to fuck with anybody they fucked with.
I don't believe her, though.
Why not?
Am I feeling? I don't know.
See, there's that incel thing in the
No,
end.
no.
Firing up.
No.
Don't do this
I'm a
to yourself.
detective, really, though. That's really what it is.
Detective for what?
Just keep
There's
listening.
nothing to base
But
it
no,
off of.
but if she's feels a way about it, can't she feel a way about it in defense of her? Like, she was worrying about her friend. Like, hey,
No.
this happened to me, and it
Well, let's
rubs
go
me
on.
the
Let's
wrong
see,
way.
let's see
Let's keep listening. Yeah.
If you're gonna put yourself through that
She
situation.
made it seem like she respected that situation. Obviously, I empathized with her because it seemed like she really liked him. And I was apologetic too because I was like, if it had been a situation where he and I didn't reconnect, obviously I wouldn't care. But consider we did reconnect and it was literally in the last 6 months, I was like, it feels weird to me. So she said that she would, take her time.
Yeah, that would be weird.
It's so weird.
Later, after she had revealed who it was and I revealed to her that I knew him and we had this past, she texted me on some guilty shit talking about, I sent her a morning text and she was saying how, she was feeling kind of down. I'm like, what's up? Like, no judgment here. You can talk to me about anything. And like, I had a feeling she was referring to these feelings about this guy, but I was like, okay. So sure enough, that's what it was about. So at that point, I was a little bit pissed off because it's like, now you're kind of crossing the boundary, girl. Because I told you already I'm uncomfortable about the situation. I told you about the history and that I would be uncomfortable.
Crossing a boundary.
It's a boundary. She
Found
said, I don't
friendship
want
boundary.
It's so hard for her to move on, how she really likes him and how he has all these qualities. Da, 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 da. I said, girl, I get that, but he's not the only man on the planet,
That's true.
And also, I know that he's not really serious right now, so what are you investing in?
How you know?
Because what she did to him.
Facts. No, that's facts.
I
Just
may
because
not have
I'm
been
not serious with you
Doesn't mean I'm not serious, baby.
doesn't mean I'm not serious.
Told you, detective. I'm never
And
wrong.
that might
nigga.
be the part, the ego part that comes in, because
Yeah.
a lot of it is ego when it comes to
To,
how
like-
we all feel about people talking to our exes,
Yeah.
especially when it's like, she said this person's like a sister to her. So it's not like it's just like somebody that's she's chill with, sees and parties with.
Yeah.
Like, this is her dog.
Like, I
dog.
think just be honest. You're not over it, and that's okay. But keep
Yeah,
going.
that's that part as well.
Yeah.
Because it does sound like she wanted more
Of
from
course
it,
and that she's
and
completely
it
human.
didn't turn out that
Don't
way.
lie though.
Well,
That's what I'm saying.
but like, you could be over a person, but still not over what they've done.
She's not over this though, and I don't think she shouldn't be either because this is recent.
I mean, like, you're gonna hold on to something for the sake of reference and say, like, I will never fuck with a guy like him, but like, he ain't shit to me. But knowing what he did, for that reason, I don't fuck with you, and you shouldn't fuck with him because I know he's capable of doing that to you.
See, but that's
too.
not the argument she's presenting. If she was presenting that argument, cool. But she's presenting the argument of, no, it's weird because I was talking to him, which is also understandable. It's
Yeah,
like, if this person's one of your best friends, it's like,
Exactly.
that's literally weird.
Yeah.
I was literally talking about
Yeah.
fucking this guy.
Yeah.
Like, couple weeks ago. Like,
Yeah.
that's weird
The
as
fact
hell.
that her homegirl is like okay
with it is
is
weird.
is the weirdest thing to
Well,
It's-
actually, you
it's
know why it's
tricky, man.
unique and tricky? Because they
know.
reconnected as well.
Yeah.
It's not like they've been friends for the past couple of years.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
reconnected in November.
me. Yeah.
So for her, there's loyalties there in
It's like-
terms of trying to rekindle it, but it's not like I've been around to see you like
yeah.
in failing relationships and feel bad.
Exactly.
And,
I
like,
wasn't there.
And how much is homeboy on the other end saving hit face trying to say, "Yo, this girl's crazy."
Let's
What's going on,
let's
you
keep
know?
going.
He's
Let's
having a
see.
blast.
I don't care anymore. I'm not invested, but I definitely don't want to reinvest in this friendship with you anymore. If that's how you're gonna move, if you want to choose a man.
Wait. She said that or the friend?
Yeah, she said that.
Okay.
And then her and I had a back and forth where she was like, "Oh no, that's not what I'm trying to say," blah blah blah. But I'm like, okay, well, what was the point of bringing it up if that's not what you were trying to say? I basically told her be blocked to be blessed kind of type shit. I also texted him, and I was like, "Yo, like, I understand the situation. You guys can do your thing. Like, take me out the group chat type, you know."
But don't
Yeah,
lie
she doesn't want to
again.
be in the triangle. But also, it's like,
You are in the triangle, and that's fine. And don't act like you're not in it. That's okay to feel your feelings, big dog.
no, but she doesn't want to be in the triangle, is what she's saying. She doesn't want to be told when they're talking or if they're not talking.
Time
if
out.
that's what the friend, because that's what she just told the friend, like, go and be blessed.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to do that, do your thing. But this friendship doesn't need to happen anymore. And I just personally don't want to hear about it.
Okay, that's different than saying I don't want to be in the triangle because unfortunately you are in the triangle. You get what I'm saying?
If she
'Cause
took herself out, though,
it's kind of hard to if you want to.
She's not in the triangle. She's only in the triangle as a friend now. She's not in the triangle as a potential romantic partner.
Oh, not
Yeah.
a potential. No.
No,
I
but that's
just
what I'm
mean-
saying. She's in the
Oh,
triangle
okay.
by proxy. It's not
Yeah.
even her own. Like, there's
meant-
nothing she can do about it other than cut off the friend.
Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. I meant more so because
or
of the
ask
past.
the friend, don't fucking talk that shit to me. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to hear about you and your guy. Like, I already
Exactly.
gave you my piece. Don't talk
See,
to
but
me
then
about
it's,
it.
that's the
it's,
thing. She
it's
didn't get her
tough
piece, though.
because her and the friend and the guy are not just like on some fuck thing. Like, it's like a serious dating. Like, she really likes him. So regardless of if she doesn't talk about it, eventually they might date, and if you're my sister, I'm gonna have to run into this nigga and
also,
talk to him too.
Yeah, and also Nakia, her feelings doesn't sound like it's hey, you guys have fun, keep me out of it. It's more so like, hey, this is kind of weird because of this.
But also a lack of respect in her opinion.
Yeah.
Because it's her best friend, and she's respectfully told her, I had feelings for this guy. It's weird for me. There are other, and we just talked about 8s out here getting 20 DMs. There are other men you can talk to.
But
it's not the end all be all. She
it's
might be
tough.
too invested.
Niggas are weird.
But this has been going on. She said he ghosted her before February because she said he was doing Valentine's
about
Day.
V-Day, yeah.
V-Day.
That's
So
tough, yeah.
if he posted about V-Day with somebody else, just off Gallus math, at least 3 weeks, 4 weeks was put into whatever that date was. That's not just yo, it's Valentine's Day, let's go out.
That's crazy. If it is, he's deranged.
If it is, he's deranged.
Yeah.
But to me, there was some time put in
for
before
sure.
that, and he was talking to both of them.
100%.
And his luck is just so absolutely dog shit that he ended up talking to 2 girls that rekindled their relationship.
Fam, you into the mutuals, bro? Come on, man.
That's wild.
But what's crazy too, is, what would be crazy is if the like, because she got left during Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Before Valentine's
Before
Day.
Valentine's Day,
Which is also very telling.
I was gonna say,
He chose one.
What if
He chose
that
a
was
side.
what if that was the friend?
But that's what I'm saying. No, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Is
was
he
talking
invested
to-
time with this friend before and was talking to both of them completely by accident.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it sucks, but
it's super wild because it's not like they had taken a picture together or anything.
Yeah,
They're in
yeah.
different cities.
yeah.
Right.
So it's not like he saw them in pictures together and was like, oh, who's that? And started sliding into her DM.
Yeah.
He just started talking to these 2 women and they're in different cities and were childhood best friends.
Yeah.
So it's like your luck is just ass.
Yeah.
Let's do an exercise. What happens if you flip the genders and now it's 2 men and 1 girl?
Which
And
who
the
am I?
girl is now, you're one of, let's
I'm
say
the
you and
girl,
Marlon, okay?
We're dapping.
You guys are homies?
We're dapping.
Okay.
We're finding it funny.
And now homegirl is talking to Marlon. Marlon and her stop talking.
Yeah.
You guys start
yeah.
talking. And now you guys are like, yo, you know I slapped that
Yeah,
6
it's a
months
different
ago?
conversation.
Wait, which one am I? Am I the person who?
You're the one that actually wants to be in a relationship with her.
Oh damn! You gotta laugh it off. I gotta obviously that, but yo, man, she got me. And then it's like, yeah, right off.
And
But
now-
they never
and now
had
she's
sex.
cut off, right?
They never
Oh, they
had
never-
sex. She said we sexted. She didn't say they had sex or did anything.
Always, and you're the girl, so yeah, I guess she would have sexted you.
Yeah. But we never actually linked up.
So Marlon has all these nudes of Shorty.
Yo,
She's got bare dick pics from him.
Whoa, why bear?
And then, because there has to be a bare
But
dick
why
pic.
bear? God, yeah, like
good
one,
one?
two
No, like-
in the stash. A oldie but a goodie.
No, bare
gotta
as in
keep that
just
vote.
open penis.
My ankle was going crazy that day. Light ain't gonna hit me like that. Light ain't gonna hit me like that again.
yeah, everyone knows those ones.
I was extra veiny that day.
Here's your daily dick pic of the day.
Man,
Oh my god.
But
Let's see
so
what else.
yeah,
she
you guys
says.
would laugh it off, right?
Yeah.
And you would cut her off.
It's so hard for her to move on, and how she really likes him, and how he has all these qualities. Da, 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 da. I said, girl,
Oh, wait.
I get. And then her and I had a back and forth. Where,
yeah, it was
we saw
actually that one.
that.
Yeah.
And then he responded, and he was kind of trying to defend himself and how he didn't know, which I don't put any onus on him. He obviously didn't know. She was the one who figured it out. And then
Wait, sorry, repeat that.
Is
I can't
it
really
obvious he didn't know? Did Shorty tell her? Did the girl, the friend, tell her afterwards again, like, I can't get over it, preemptively, because she knew he was gonna tell her?
hear. That's a deeper, darker.
Was she gonna? Because she clearly continued talking to him
Mhm.
in secret.
Yeah, for sure.
So did she just tell her because homeboy was gonna tell her?
Wait. So who's talking in secret?
The
best friend and the guy.
New
That's-
best friend.
Yeah, the new best friend, the old best friend.
The
that's-
relationship people.
Yeah.
The relationship people.
Yeah.
I feel like she tried to get ahead of it. She knew she was gonna get ratted out, and that she'd been talking to him behind her back, and she tried to get ahead of it.
Ah, I see what you're saying.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I
it's
see what
possible,
you're
yeah.
saying.
Especially forbidden fruit theory with women, bro. With people. Clean up. I clean it up. With people.
It's never gonna go away, man. You gotta unpack this, brother.
Come on, Adam.
You gotta unpack
they got
this.
me.
Listen, I was in the same boat. I was worse. I was worse than you.
Really?
Oh yeah.
But I'm not bad.
I was worse than you. You know why? Because I listened to Patrice O'Neal way too much.
Oh. Yeah,
And
no.
Patrice O'Neal will get you as a man into a mind frame you should not be.
Thing about me is my misogyny is from me. Like,
it's from the core, baby. It's homegrown. This is organic. This is organic, free range. Grass fed, baby. This is grass fed misogyny. That is the title of the episode, by the way. Grass fed misogyny.
He's kind of trying to defend himself and how he didn't know, which I don't put any onus on him. He obviously didn't know. She was the one who figured it out.
I don't know.
And then later that night, he actually called me. And this is about a week and a half ago now. He called me. We chatted. We talked it out. I told him, look, I'm not mad at you. Like, what are the odds, you know? And we talked it through. Sure enough, he still wants me. Like, he literally straight up told me, he was like, at this point, I'm going to remove myself because I want you both. And I was just kind of speechless. And I was like, you know, to me, I know him. This is not I'm trying to let her know, like, hey, he and I had a conversation, and this is how it went down.
Oh,
that's hate.
New friend.
That's hate.
Now new friend is like.
He responded and was like, oh, I don't feel safe talking to you anymore because I was disrespected, or yesterday, the day before, was disrespectful. And I said to her, you know what, you're right. It was disrespectful, the fact that I set the boundary with you. I told you how I feel about the situation, but you insist on sharing those feelings with me. Like, you have other friends, you could have talked to them about it, but she decided to do that with me. And I haven't heard from her since. I told her, no worries, girl. I wanted to let you know, but since you don't want to know, be ignorant and be blessed. But yeah, I don't know. Was I too harsh? Was she wrong? Was I wrong? Was he wrong? I don't think he or I were wrong. I think she's wrong, especially the fact that she didn't reach out, but he did. Says a lot. Like, even since then, he's been texting me, and we've kind of not resumed the shenanigans. Like, he's pushing for it, you know? It's like every day that he wants me.
See, but is that...
Nikkei,
hold on.
Shots if y'all want. Just let me know. Big up to Extra Gravy. Thank you for listening to the story. Hopefully, I make the cut.
Nakia. That was awesome.
That was amazing.
That was first of all, shout out
Now
to you.
here's my question: did you send the receipts to homegirl? Like, look what homie's sending me. Wouldn't that like just like stop everything?
No,
what she's seeing?
That would put fuel on the fire.
No,
dog.
women are very competitive. Women are very competitive.
I saw women are.
It's like, we got them. No, women are very competitive, and it's almost like it ups the ante.
Yeah.
When you start showing, I got the lead.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because
even when she said it,
Nakia did the same thing to her.
Want me.
She's like, well, you know, he's still kind of talking to me,
Exactly.
and
It's like, I
he
didn't even,
still wants to fuck.
Look,
and she already deaded that friendship.
Followed it up with like,
she still went back and said, by the way, bitch, I'm winning.
And they're still texting like Nakia.
She said she was over the situation.
Dog, time out. I was right.
You were.
Thank you. That's all. I'm not misogynistic. I'm right. My detective shit was right.
Yeah, she wasn't over it, or maybe she was over it temporarily and then got back on it.
Yeah.
But regardless, I don't think it comes from a place of this nigga's just so amazing. I think it has a little to do with I'm gonna be that bitch. Like I'm gonna, like, you know what I mean? But that's in all of us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But why can't it be looked at it from like this is me giving people the benefit of the doubt because I do this.
She never do that.
But like, what if it's her being a real friend and saying, yo, if I'm talking to this guy in this manner and he's done that to me, shouldn't the signs show that it might be done to you? And as a friend, I'm just looking out for you. Like, I don't care to talk to this guy.
But then why are you talking to him afterwards? Then?
Exactly.
That doesn't add up. If he is a bad guy,
You would stay away.
then you would stay away as well. But you are now going back
Entertaining the shenanigans.
and entertaining the shenanigans.
Entertaining the shenanigans to prove her point.
No.
Look what this guy's still
no,
doing.
she's not
for
doing
you.
that for the greater good.
No,
I was doing this to show you. She would fuck, fam. I'm doing you a favor, big dog.
She's not doing this for the greater good because you know why? Because she deaded that friendship.
Yeah.
So there's no looking out for her. There's none of that. She
deaded the friendship with her homegirl.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
then
Because her homegirl is not showing her side of the loyalty.
no, I understand why she deaded it, but I'm just saying then there's nothing to show you. There's nothing to show you. Because it's like
You're not gonna listen.
regardless of what I've shown you. You've gone your own way and done your own thing.
Yeah,
so it's like
it's all that relationship's already
it's just
dead.
done. It's just done.
So there's no point in fostering
Clearly, you've
relationship with
changed
the old
since
homie.
kindergarten.
Yeah.
I've changed
Yeah.
since kindergarten. We don't need to do
I want to
this.
know what's split
My
them
life
up.
was good before you came here. Actually,
Yeah.
I was sexing this guy. I didn't know nothing about you.
Yeah, I'm chilling in Ottawa and shit. Yeah.
But that's the thing, man. If dude is doing this, and homegirl is still standing beside dude for doing this, even while her friend is telling her what's happening, then she's just
They're
let
both
her,
just
let her
as
go
bad.
through her shit.
But they're both just as bad.
I don't
Because
wanna say they're both.
They're both identifying someone that's not good for them and
Exactly.
going,
He picked me.
he picked me, so I'm gonna talk to him.
Yeah, because he picked me over
But
V-Day.
The girl
and
says,
he picked me now because
yeah,
we're still texting. So
the friend that she grew up with was like, well, he's still talking to me, so I'm gonna entertain it. Then
I'm gonna
he doubled
assume-
back on her and said, well, he's still talking to me, so I'm gonna entertain it. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, I got from what I got from it when she's saying he's still talking to me. I thought it was just him still trying to holler.
No, she said we
It takes
have
two, baby.
resumed it to an
takes two.
extent.
Yeah.
She said we, not he. We have resumed it to an
so
extent.
Nakia is see you.
That's what I'm saying.
Don't entertain this dude.
Nakia's gonna
Otherwise,
fuck
you are thrown into the bad person category.
Let's get to our last one.
Yeah.
Our last email. I need your advice. There's this guy I've known since elementary, high school, and we've been talking romantically on and off for the past 5 years. 23 and 22. We have recently started talking again since I finished university this year and moved back to the GTA. Things were going well for the past month, and he had been making an effort to drive 30 minutes to see me every week. We both,
I'm sorry, go on. 30
that
minutes.
thangin'.
Yeah, 30
Gas
minutes.
ain't cheap.
30 minutes is fine, guys. Keep
30
going.
minutes.
Gas ain't cheap, though.
30 minutes is not that bad.
Yeah, that's not that bad.
It's
I'm
not
talking
that
about
bad.
50 minutes, 5-0.
That's
it's
Scarborough. That's Scarborough.
That's
to
with me.
Oshawa, man. Like,
That's
No,
Oshawa.
Scarborough to Saga is 50. But keep going.
We both made it clear that we had feelings for each other and both agreed that we shouldn't have sex unless it develops into a serious relationship.
Sorry. I was clear. 23 and 22. All right.
I was like, yeah, he's agreeing just to agree.
yeah,
okay?
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I don't
Yeah,
even,
for sure.
I don't even think about you like that.
That's how
He's
y'all
agreeing.
feel?
just to
100%.
agree,
On and off
boo-boo.
for 5 years, bro. I've been planting seeds since I was 18. Keep going.
Since elementary to high school. Just finished university. They've been talking for 5 years. They're 23 and 22. So since 17, he's been trying to hit.
Yes. Planting seeds.
But recently he went on a cottage trip with his friends, and in one of the Snapchat videos he sent me at 5 a.m., he had a hickey on his neck. At first, he was denying it, but eventually ended up saying it was obvious he had one, so there's no point in me even asking. This turned into an argument over text where he said that we're not exclusive, so he doesn't understand why I'm upset. That's stupid. How do you not understand why she's upset?
He's 23.
Touche.
He's being purposely obtuse.
He is definitely being purposely obtuse.
Yeah.
I said, obviously, we're both single and I'm talking to other people, but it's just disrespectful to send me a video with that and then deny it.
She said that?
She's talking
She's
to other
lying.
dudes.
She said,
She's
huh?
lying.
She's talking to other dudes too.
She said, yeah, she said, obviously, wait, hold on. At first he was denying this. I said, obviously, we're both single and I'm talking to other people too,
I don't believe
but
it.
it's just disrespectful to send me a video with that and then deny it. It's just a matter of, like, why would you send me this video if there's a hickey on your neck? It's not, you can't get a hickey on your neck. It's like, why are you showing it to
I
me?
think
and
he
then
didn't
you
know.
lied about it.
Yeah.
Wait,
But
if we're single and we're not exclusive,
yeah,
why
but-
would you even lie about it?
But I guess also put yourself in the mind of a 22-year-old, right? Like
That's been trying to
I
get with
think-
that girl for how many
No,
years?
I'm talking about the girl perspective, right? She likes this guy. Women love a story. You know what I mean? Like 5 years planting seeds on and off. We're finally reconnecting. Even if she is talking to people, she's not really taking them serious like that. This is the guy that she wants, which is why she's upset about the hickey. And so it is, you're right. It is a form of disrespect because why would you send me that video?
Yeah.
But at the same time, she wants to be with this guy.
Of course she wants to be with him.
So I don't.
But what do you mean?
So
Why-
who's been
Why
stopped?
can't she feel a way about it if she wants to be
No,
with
no,
him?
I'm saying she does feel a way about it.
Yeah.
but in
Why
terms of
haven't they gotten together yet? Is my question.
Him.
If they've been talking.
him.
Has it been him this whole time? That's been like
No, they haven't said any. They just said they both made it clear that they have feelings for each other and both agreed that they shouldn't have sex unless it develops into a serious relationship. It just hasn't developed into a serious relationship yet. She just finished university, maybe school she's trying to focus on. It could be whatever, family stuff. You never know what it is, right?
Yeah, I think it's him.
They haven't gotten together. And if it is him, then him in terms of like not moving it forward.
Yeah. to a relationship.
So then why lie?
About
Yeah.
Why lie about the hickey?
He's
He
trying to
denied it was a hickey and then admitted it was a hickey. Why lie?
because
he's not sure.
If you're not invested and you have no plans on dating,
he's 23.
Why lie?
You want everything.
No, he's invested, but he also
I
wants
never
the
lied
other,
like that at 23.
That's
Just 'cause
that's
you're
different, though.
23,
That's different though.
but that doesn't make that. I don't think just because you're young you lie. That's a personality trait. That's
It is.
not
No,
a
I would-
immaturity.
I would
thing.
never do that. I think the immaturity is more so just saying you want both. You want the relationship, but you also want the freedom. So he's not gonna do the relationship thing with the girl who he would do the relationship.
But I don't see
shit
what's the benefit
of doing that.
of doing that
He
for
was
him.
trying to have his
for
cake
him,
and eat it too.
Yeah.
He was just trying to like get away with both
Yeah,
without
you know?
her finding out.
is he
really
trying to
and
keep a
truly.
wife on the side while getting
Yeah.
the pussy that he
Still
wants
gonna
from
see
her,
her
but
weekly.
doesn't want to go into a relationship?
Just have a little
Keeping
make
up with
out,
that
you
bae.
know.
We've all had,
Interesting.
let's be real. We've all had one person that we've kept at bay while still wanting to do our thing.
No.
Of course.
You've never had somebody that you're
No.
like, hey, I'm
Oh,
not
yeah.
gonna go
Me
there
neither.
with you yet.
No,
No, definitely not that. What the
no,
hell?
Never.
Really?
never. I'm pretty straightforward. Like I know what I want when I want it,
And
I'm
that's
just like,
that's not the norm.
I don't know. I'm not a games person.
It's very
like,
Jamaican of you.
It's very much just like I don't want to waste my time and energy. What's the point?
Yeah.
Like I've learned that from a very early age. Like, what's the point of leading people on or any of that?
It's not about
if it's
leading
like,
people on. It's just about like how long can I get away with this?
what's the point of that?
We
Why do you need to get away with anything?
Because we're gray, man,
You're
bro.
single.
You leaving the crew? You're not a gray guy anymore.
I'm a gray guy, but
Okay.
I'm a gray guy that is purposely gray. The gray is told to you up front. This is gray.
You're not gray.
Okay,
nigga.
have you cheated before?
Yes.
So that's right there. You wanted two things.
Yeah,
You
I
wanted
agree.
what you wanted,
got him.
and you got this.
I agree,
So,
but I'm
to
talking
me,
in terms
cheating-
of I'm talking in the single world. Relationship world is completely different. Single world.
Have you not talked?
there's no one to tie you or hold you accountable for shit but you. There's no one. So it's like, what's the fear?
legally.
It's you know what I mean.
You know what I'm talking about? Legally, but morally, it's like
Let me end this.
Well,
Let me
because-
end this.
yeah,
Let me end
yeah,
this.
yeah.
Sorry. He ended up getting upset and saying that me talking to other people, even though I'm not really entertaining them in a romantic or way or being intimate, is worse than hooking up with someone he met at a party.
All right.
Gaslighting.
But she,
I
that
ended
means,
up asking. Oh, go ahead.
That means he's in the same boat as all these other guys that she's talking to, because none of them are doing anything intimate. She's just talking to everybody.
I feel like she's probably being intimate with him, but it's not going to sex. Like that's their hard no. That's their boundary on the dating aspect. Is yeah, we could fool around, but there's just no sex until we're actually in a relationship.
Exactly.
Okay.
But she's saying I'm not intimate with them. Like I don't disrespect you in that way.
Yeah.
I ended up asking him if we are going to continue hooking up and talking to other people so I can move accordingly, and he left me on delivery for 24 hours. I ended up deleting my message, and we haven't talked in over a week. It seemed like we were both making an effort towards a relationship, so I'm just surprised.
Why did you leave?
Do you think I had the right to be annoyed with him? What should I do moving forward?
I think we kind of answered her. I mean, you shouldn't have deleted the message. If you want to reach back out,
Just
do
move
that.
on.
No, listen.
Move
if
on.
you want to reach back out one more time, that's it. That's the final one. After that, cut it out. So you
Yeah.
know your answer for sure. Because like you said, him not answering is an answer. But if you reach out for a second time and he ignores you, you're done. It's been 5 years plus. Get out of here.
Yeah.
Just wait till you guys are older and settled into what you want, and maybe that'll be the better.
No,
you
he's not going to change.
leave him. Exactly. Thank you guys so much for tuning in another week. Another fucking
banger, boy.
another
man.
classic.
Yo, new studio, new style.
studio,
Everything's
vibe,
comfort,
man.
man. I love it.
We're probably gonna have a guest next week. Not too sure. Perfect Match began on Netflix. If you guys haven't, go check out the season because we are gonna be discussing it on Patreon.
Yes.
Duke has a lot of feelings.
A lot.
I have a lot of feelings. Norm will when he watches it. He's gonna be very angry.
so mad.
Toronto Man is on there. Took an L again. And yeah, man. Thank you guys so much. Another week, another classic. I'm Marlon,
I'm Norm.
I'm Duke.
and that was the Extra Gravy.